Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Goodbye.
All right,
Okay.
we're done here. All right,
Goodbye.
all right, pick your bags. We're moving on. We're moving away.
Goodbye.
Just like the man, this is a Kingdom Hearts plot.
I'm kidding. We're going to the room now. Hey, we're playing some Kingdom Hearts. Sweet. We're starting a little bit late today because Steam's being weird. I've been ready for 40 minutes. Except I kind of wasn't. I had to do another one of the like tokens. I had to like add a token into the thing because I forgot about it. But we'll see if that's in here or not. We've restarted the stream, the server long enough that maybe it's not even in here anymore. I don't fucking know. Either way, who's gonna tell us what happened last time?
Okay, all right. Twitter link message recap. Last time in King of the Hill.
Bobby.
The team fight. Bug guy dressed as a morphing ranger. Team transform into morphin ranger, which gives them a lot of ability and a lot of reading.
So much
Team,
literature.
and especially Gilgamesh and Hibiki pound the shit out of him, and instead of dying, he goes fuck this and opens a portal and leaves. Team now in area. Team walk closer to the generator. Generator's actually some kind of guy. Guy come from space. Was apparently some kind of machine or something or whatever. We're not exactly sure. And fell over, and turns out that energy let them stay alive, and then they were turned into this. They don't seem to be very upset about that. So you know, win-win. Also, this place is filled with creature, but creature like machine, like maybe like a Zord or something. It's don't worry about it. Apparently one here, and it's the equivalent to the word is not vibing, but it here. Team go, hey, we got a beacon. Can we stick a beacon inside you? Because this area is beacon. It goes, you know what? Yes, but if you have anything to do in evil lab floor, make sure to go to evil lab floor, because I'm going to nuke that shit out of the element the moment I can. And team goes, okay, all right, we're gonna go do our thing.
Okay.
So team go all the way up, and they go over and they go a dog punch, and they're like, okay, all right. So we need to talk to the other one that we were talking to the Cherished. So we need to contact them now. And they go ahead and first write an email, and they do their best. They introduce themselves. They learn how an email works, and they mention they're the champions of Cherished, and they're like we're trying to help, but also not trying to tell too much because we don't know exactly what kind of political allegiance. We can have a good guess, considering the fact that they also, as we understand, have received the aspect of rage. That was the stuff that our other friend, the one with big sword and constant, ever eternal range, was telling us about.
I gave them a face.
Yeah.
I gave them a face over here in front of where the beacon is.
Let me.
Okay.
You know what? I think this is how it was meant to be.
Yeah.
I think you should give them a thumbs up, so you know that they're chill with it.
Yeah.
You can give them two to show their versatility in the field. And like a okay, the point is team goes talk to Buffalo, or some sort of creature with horn. I think we think it's a buffalo. At some point it was mentioned, maybe it's confusing. The point is horn. Anyway, we immediately answered. Good news, email was received. They key smash a lot, but they're conscious, they're awake, they're very much on the computer. So the team proceeds to set up a Zoom call using the power of technology. The team also very quickly learns this person loves to fight kind of a lot, presumably because of the whole aspect of rage thing that we mentioned later. We'll get into that in a minute. Point is, team go call them. I forget exactly what their name is, but somehow I remember their title. I think they call them the Night Fury. Because
They
they're the
said
Knight
that
of
their
Fury.
name was Fury and that they are
Yeah.
the Night Fury. However,
There you go.
can
They're the Knight
also
of Fury and
assume
Night Fury.
you can also assume that before they were given this power, they were probably named something else.
Maybe it was just a big coincidence. And
What's
she's
your name,
like,
Fury?
hello?
Oh yeah, you're perfect.
That's how we choose people to do things in this. We just check their names. We actually have another guy in the team of the aspect of this pair. He's called Xanax. The point is, you know, we're here, we're talking to her, and she's like, well, okay, general points one by one. She's currently in the area that we'd previously discussed, in the little area that has a beacon near here. She's kind of locked up because turned out that the power of rage was put in her by God. But the God, again, for capital, not capital G, God is a God, but capital like
This guy.
not capital God, just God.
This guy.
Like the guy.
He calls himself God.
Yeah, the guy put it in her. So
Yay.
but apparently it went wrong. So it's been kind of a hassle because now every time if she doesn't have, you know, someone come check up on her, not in like an emotional way, but in like stop her from going berserk way, she goes berserk. And she's like 3 days or so from doing that. So the team goes, okay, we're acknowledging this information. Doesn't sound great. And now the
Evil
team is
Stinky.
aware. Stinky.
What if he's a good guy?
No.
Wait, who are we calling Stinky?
God.
Are we fucking God Stinky?
Yeah.
Yes.
What? Are
What
you
has God
saying
ever
that
done
the-
to you guys or any or massive amounts of cherished animals?
I mean, to be fair, any evidence that he ever did anything just disappeared.
Yeah.
So, the good news is, you know, that's a paper trail we don't have to worry about anymore. The second part is, you know, team decides, okay, so with this information, where we want to go? Do we want to go see him over there, or do we want to go do something else? And somehow, by I think either sheer indecision and Zarel being the one to speak up at the time, we're gonna go get an egg now.
Yeah.
Important.
We are
Yeah, I'm
going
sure
here
she'll
next
be
time
fine.
Zarel said so.
Because he said so.
I'm sure that by the time that we get there, nothing bad is going to happen. I'm sure that Lord Akron will take care of that and actually like visit someone once in a while. This is a bit of dramatic irony. I'm gonna keep it in there for later. Anyway, the team decides that that's what they're gonna do, and with that information, they go ahead and also, you know, insert the beacon finally and erase the paper trail from this world, and they get a bunch of stat. Because now the thing for the thing that's also simultaneously holding Michelle is expanding, and that means that it's kind of freeing him. You've been here, you know how this works.
Yeah.
The point is, another beacon has been lit. Another hand touches the beacon. Things are good. Also, the doors are now fast travel. We have fast travel doors. It's a little scary.
Yeah.
Yo.
Nice. Good. Go ahead, and I'm going to give you for that 2 reroll tokens.
2 reroll token.
Yeah, I'm gonna be using these a lot of the time for things now.
Oh,
They're gonna be fun. Yeah.
get
What
2.
do
That's a
I
little
get?
scary when you start giving reroll tokens.
Yeah,
We're
don't
gonna
worry
do.
about it. I'll also potentially give hero tokens and stuff. Who knows?
Hey, wait, hold on.
We'll see how things go. Before we move on, there were a couple of things we were rushing through last time. We have to rush through them yet again because, you know, the fact that we started as late as we do. We're doing squares.
Squares.
We're doing squares. I would like for you guys to remove 2 squares from your inventories.
Wow.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
one
2
more.
square.
Whoever wants to start can go.
I will.
I'll go.
All right, first we're doing
Fight each other.
Hibiki.
Fight.
This square and this square.
All right. We are doing both of these squares. Let's go ahead
Smart.
and see what may be of them. Nothing.
Nothing.
But space.
So it's inventory.
Space is open.
Space is open.
We'll go to Muna with squares.
Okay, time to increase the shaft.
Okay.
Aren't-
Increase the size of the
Never
shaft.
mind.
Got it. Got it.
I'm not gonna say what I thought in that moment.
And another magic.
Mana!
Hell yes.
You're so magical. Wow.
No shit, I'm a witch.
Get all that magic. There you go.
I'm jealous. I want more magic.
We'll go to Zarel.
Get me these two.
They become
two
a
here?
witch, dude.
Yes.
Okay. Nope. Nothing
Nothing.
but space.
Nothing. Woo!
And Gilgamesh.
It's-
Go, Googie.
These two.
yeah.
Oh, you got
Okay,
stat
purple.
points.
Look at that.
Time to get statted,
Hey.
idiot.
You
Oh
will
no,
get,
I'm statted.
I believe we did this last time. You will get 2 stat points.
Which one's increase my AC again?
Any of these.
Any of your
Oh, any of
defensive stats.
Oh,
You have to have.
If you're planning
even
to do more
numbers.
morphin shit, you might want to go willpower, and if not, you can always go resilience.
and willpower just keeps coming up all the fucking time.
No, just keep putting in there. It'll raise your AC.
If you put one in your magic, you'll also get a mana.
A pizza, bro. It's Lisa slice. Or you could just go in strength and go all out.
I could, but I can't go all out just yet. So I'm putting it in magic and
Okay.
willpower.
Alrighty. You will gain 1 pizza slice. There you are.
One pizza
And
slice.
you will also gain 5 drive.
5 pizza drive.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. And is that a even thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes! You will also gain 1 AC.
Yay.
1 AC.
I think
One
mine's gone up too.
Hold on a second. Looking at your things here.
No, I don't have a 50-50 anymore.
Your AC should be your highest of those stats plus 10, so you should be a 13 actually. Are you at 11?
Oh, I've
Are
been
you at
having,
10?
I've been.
Thank you for reminding me that.
Doo-doo.
Shit.
Yeah, it
So
should
mine
be
should
it should be
be-
the highest of your defensive stats plus 10.
Ah,
Okay, 16
I
we
should
go.
have been at 14, I guess.
Hooray. I'm.
Oh, or did I have it at 8 plus? It was 8 plus then. Okay, so
There you go.
instead of
That's what I
that,
was like. That's the reason I
you
was
should
like.
be at 12. You should be at
Should be at 14, 15, 16
and-
actually because of my plus ACs.
and you should be down to 11. Yes.
Okay.
But you also get things for your AC buffs. If you remember correctly, you guys also got these extra ACs down here as
Yeah,
well.
we got some AC buffs, and I have
They're
my
all
own AC
they're all
buffs.
darky though. They're the dark.
They're
Okay.
dark buffs.
Then I'll take. Oh, then I'll take them, you cowards.
Do you have anything to put
Okay,
them on?
you want both or just one of them?
Yeah, I can put them on the keychain.
You can put one on the keychain,
Ta-da!
yeah.
Darkness flows. By just
Oh, yeah.
a tiny bit, and not much.
Do you
else.
also want one? You can't keep them in my purse for safekeeping.
You keep it for now, because Deco, since my primal coin is a keychain, does it get its own line, or
It does
is it
not.
just its? Okay,
Oh,
need to be sure.
Yes. Right now,
Interesting.
it is acting as a keychain. Your primal coin changes your weapons into your Terra Defender weapons.
you
Okay.
You got like a little Spider-Man hand.
So,
here.
for example, when you put it onto your cartridge pistol, it made it into the Terra Blaster, which had infinite ammo. Yeah.
Gotcha.
was busted.
Ba-ba-ba. But yes, with all of that, you guys have attained all of your things. Looking over at Muna. Yeah, Muna. Yeah, that's why I'm looking at Muna right now, and I'm just like 9. Yep, their highest is a 1. Yes.
This tracks.
This tracks. We understand now. You guys may gain more AC very, very soon. Who's to say? But
But why?
But you
I
guys
like being glamorous.
you guys are back at your home. This is your home.
We're at home.
You're home now.
I mean, it was our home before, but it is our home now.
Yeah, right. We went to the magic door.
Yep. And at this point,
The magic door.
you guys feel better. You feel after lighting this beacon like you do not feel tired. You do not feel any sort of weariness. Your health and your everything like that feels like it's full. And as soon as you brought yourselves to this area again, you felt that your shield returned. You guys feel 100%. You guys do not feel like you've been up all day at all. You guys feel well rested and completely free. You feel stronger than before. Go Zio.
I feel well rested and feel like strong.
Stronger than before.
That must be a new feeling for you.
Zio.
I mean, hey, if it's a new feeling, it's always good to celebrate.
I
Should
was going to be mad, but you know what? Yes, it's a good feeling.
Should we, before we try to talk to Michelle, even if we even can today, should we go back and get our resident Sky Scout? We kind of just left him.
Who?
You guys do remember that whenever you left him there, he was going to be going through the things that were there, through the documentations and the things going through the computers while you guys were there. You haven't been gone that long. He probably has not made a lot of progress.
Okay.
Yeah, Gilgamesh unironically.
Not to
kinda
mention,
says
you
who.
guys will have to travel back that way, either with your teleport, if the teleport still works, or by going through a blizzard
Okay.
that you guys, or an avalanche that you guys caused.
What?
No way. We didn't. What? No. No. I'm not gonna think about that too hard.
You caused an avalanche? How dare you?
How did you?
You're not a god. Sorry.
No, I mean, I suppose I would still be rather busy, but it wouldn't hurt to check how much all's doing either way.
You guys did just light a beacon. If you look
Mhm.
over toward Michel, as I mentioned last time, the flowing of magic surrounding him has become even more chaotic.
Progress.
Well, all right. Let's go check on him.
Yeah.
The four of
Let
you,
us all individually move our tokens, baby! Woo!
the four of you
Yeah,
make your
man.
way over to them. Upon doing so, you guys do find that upon approaching, the book that was holding Michel does solidify itself in front of you. You guys have spoken Michel earlier today, and you did not expect that he could bring himself back. However, thanks to this new power, you find that Michel seems to almost immediately reform in front of you all.
Hi, Michelle.
Hello. I see that you have made progress.
Just
We
a
did.
little.
Well, you have reformed quite quickly this time.
That's wonderful. I actually feel better.
I'm glad.
I no longer have as intense pain as I've been in before.
That's good.
I did not wish to bring this up too much with all of you, though I believe you would have easily seen through it. The pain that goes through me whenever this prison is trying to do whatever it is doing to me is rather excruciating. I believe that some of you have felt it by coming closer to me.
I have to admit, yes, that prison of yours is very painful.
It is essentially ripping me at every chance it can and reforming the knowledge inside of myself into these pages. And then after reforming that knowledge, it is ripping me and tearing me again. Though I've gotten somewhat used to it over the years. The absence of it at this point, or at least the absence of some of it, is almost euphoric. Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much.
Of course.
It's no problem, Michelle.
We must celebrate in some way. what is the plan going forward? What are you all planning to do? You seem much stronger. You feel stronger.
Indeed.
Is this is all coming from you, Hibiki?
That it is.
That power that I feel through you, that strange coin, it's allowing me to tap into this strength that I did not know that was around me.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, from what information I have of it, upon tapping into it slightly, it is called the Morphing Grid? Morphing Grid?
Something like that, yeah.
It
That
reminds
is what
me
was
of,
told us before, yes.
It reminds me of the web of magics that some people have told me of before. Certain worlds have a sort of stitching of magic throughout of it. Different stitchings happen with different worlds. This one, however, seems to be one that stitches many worlds together. It is fascinating.
I am a bit familiar with its function, at least, because of my coin coming from my world. We were able to essentially don the armor of terror defenders.
I believe that they go by many different names. Those who are from this world, I believe, were never brought forth, or maybe never
They
needed.
didn't get a chance.
That being
And
said,
most of those coins and stuff are destroyed.
destroyed? No, I do not believe that's the case. From what I feel of the coin that you have, I believe that these are very hard to destroy. Even if they may lay in pieces, perhaps they can still be reformed or reforged. There may
That's
not
my
be
hope.
there may not be as many as we can find, but I do believe that now that you have the refinery, especially back in our control, if we were to find these pieces, perhaps we can use gummy block or some other sort of power or magic to seal them back together. We may be able to recreate these and maybe redistribute them as needed, though that would take a long time. Perhaps until
Yeah.
that is the case, we could let some of you hold on to them, if you find them.
That was kind of the hope. The reason I thought they were destroyed permanently was because of Lord Cube.
Give me one
He
moment.
claimed to have destroyed them.
Give me one moment. I'll see if I can feel them. You guys see the chaotic energy that swirls around Michel. The pages that don't make their way into the main book seem to somewhat almost form a prism or some kind of a wall around where the magic is. As it does, Michel seems to focus and that wall condenses. As it does, you see a sort of concentrated beam of light coming up from above him. As this happens, I'm able to sense many things throughout the world now. Not with any accuracy, but yes, I do feel those coins, or at least what's left of them. Perhaps they can be used. Two of them are moving, or at least the pieces of two of them are moving, and one of them is stationary. Perhaps we only had a very few of them to begin with, or maybe the others are broken beyond any sort of repair. But I do sense three such things.
It's very lucky.
If they're in pieces, and maybe one.
I believe that two of them are definitely in pieces. One of them may be intact, though I believe that it is potentially lost to us, unless we can have good relations with the one that holds it. Back whenever I roamed this world, there were many beings out there that were very strong, found themselves to be even some that would oppose the great rule of this place. One of them was a great beast that held themselves away from this world, away from the mainland, took over a small island just off of the coast, and upon doing so, rose humongous amounts of vegetation and thorns throughout of it. Gilgamesh, I believe he may be talking about the one I spoke to you about earlier.
No.
The one that we spoke of before bringing myself to your friends.
Right.
If you know of them, then you should know that they are very difficult to have any sort of contact with. They are one of the most terrifying beings on this world.
So
Still,
that's,
we will make our way to them eventually.
And besides, we're still working up ourselves to be the most terrifying thing.
You do not have far to go. I believe at this point you have far outclassed most beings that are on this planet.
Oh, you. We could be scarier.
I have felt through the bonds with you and your bonds with me. The five of us are gaining much power. Eventually, we will be able to hopefully have a peaceful end to my imprisonment, as well as hopefully be able to send away these dark creatures from our midst. That being
That's
said,
the hope.
what is it that you hope to be doing now? Sorry if I'm talking your head off. I feel great.
No, of course. I mean, if you have something that makes you feel good, it's always good to celebrate.
I will find
Now-
some way to celebrate it with all of you. You will have to give me some time, but I believe that even with the minimal amount of magics that are at my disposal, I could do something for each of you.
Well, there was this mystical dish I was hoping would be made, so maybe we could celebrate with that food. Oh, wait, you can't.
I mean, in theory, we can toss it into the bear and it'll get zapped off.
Okay, well, do you think that'd be good? We could try it.
Perhaps we should wait for something like that for whenever I am fully released.
Fair
That's a
enough.
good point.
Besides, it may take a long time for us to learn this recipe. I've only seen it written down.
It
They
sounds
call
quite
it-
mystical, Muna.
Yes. They're called the Dino Nuggies.
Oh my god.
God.
you just hear,
The
hear
Dino
punch.
Nuggies.
You just hear punch from the fucking from the PET. He's like, oh my god.
We said it in fucking time.
I have to admit, I had not read any of these when I was reading up on Cherished Cuisine.
They say that they're shaped like dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs
So
are
anyway.
ferocious beasts.
That they
Yes. Thus,
Then perhaps
they
we could all acquire the energy of these ferocious beasts by eating some of these nuggies that you're talking about.
Yes. Ferocious
Perhaps.
beasts will make for a ferocious feast.
We
So what-
should hope that any of such beasts would not be around here. As such, I would believe that any of them that would have fell to the darkness would be far beyond most people's capability of destroying. They are essentially, looks over toward Gilgamesh, they would essentially be close to dragons, both in height and potentially in power. They are beasts
would
that
like
once
to.
roamed the worlds of many different places, and I believe that some of them may have brought their way to Cherish in one way or another, but most likely are far off in the Outlands.
And I will go to these outlands to find and consume them.
I believe that these Outlands would be something that you would find many adventures in, though from what I know of you, you've already been looking off toward them at some level. The Outlands lie beyond the sea, almost in all directions.
Freedom.
Either way, with all
Dude,
of this,
that's what we-
all of this being said, of course, all of you, please respond to me. Tell me whatever it is you wish to be doing now.
Well, we're gonna finish up what we said we do for Siphius. We're gonna go after the last egg that he sensed in the prison.
Good. Tell me, the eggs that you've retrieved so far, did they have any noteworthy things about them? I believe you all said that they each had their own uniqueness to them.
Kind of, yeah. When I kind of touched the one that would have been, was his name Taki? When I touched his egg, it kind of changed a bit because of the coin. I wasn't sure what that actually meant.
Right. At first, it was some sort of a fuzzy or maned one, you said, and then it grew something else. What, ears or tail?
Ears, yes.
Interesting. And the other one, was there anything unique of it?
It tastes good with the salad. I'm kidding.
guys
That's
know
fucked
that-
up. Don't say that in my house.
You guys know that one seemed to be made almost entirely of silver.
Oh, the silver one. That
Yeah, of course Gilgamesh remembers.
I remember now. It's a metal. That one was made of pure silver.
Pure silver. Interesting. Both of them seem to have the traits of, at the very least, the Cherished that we are normally known to be seeing nowadays. You all know that there are 3 usually classifications of Cherish in our world, and most of the time they are mundane, normal Cherish, but there are some that bring themselves forward that are much stranger. They have traits that would allow them to become stronger. We call them different things, but legendary comes to mind as well. They are usually beings that are made from beasts that most worlds would consider legends or fantasy. I believe both of those eggs would be,
something mythical.
yes, I believe both of those eggs that you have mentioned most belong to some kind of mythical Cherish. Though, to be fair, most likely, especially in the times we are in now, they may not find themselves to be hatching. A lot of the time, Cherish that are in their eggs, especially for as long as some of these would try to stay out of any sort of dangers that would get rid of the Cherish from these worlds. They may very well find themselves thinking they are the last of their kind and would wish for more peaceful times to awaken. That is not always the case, but it could very well be the case, at least for them. But you're wishing to find the last one that you know of at some point.
Yes. The one that was in the prison.
So we're southeast from here, I believe.
Let me see. One was an egg entirely cased in silver. The other was one that had a large mane. Is there any that I can know of for this one?
What was the first one that we found? Because that wasn't Taki's.
Oh,
You
you
mean
found another one.
Zarel?
Taki's was the first one.
Did
Essentially,
you
next one because he died recently.
did you find one before that?
I thought we gave him 2 already.
Yeah, you
We
gave him
did.
the silver one and Taki's.
Wasn't
Yeah.
there? We originally needed to give him 3.
Taki's was the original. No, you originally had to give him 2.
2.
We're going
Yes.
after the third one.
Taki's
I
was the extra
apologize.
one, and whenever you gave him 2, he's like, "Oh, cool, you gave me 2."
Okay, I fucked that up. That
And
is
then, we,
on.
Yeah.
and then we went, no, we're giving you 3. Shut up.
So far, you have found 3 eggs, if you count Zarel.
Yay! I'm included.
Apologies, ignore me. I was dumb.
It's okay. One day Zarel will know what they are, and at that day they will hatch.
That being said, they're not completely against having going and finding them. Even inside of their eggs, Cherish have many different abilities that can maybe be brought forth. Back whenever I had Zarel's egg, I could feel great strength from it even before Zarel hatched.
There is
So
something.
it is good for you to go and collect them before someone else goes and does the same.
Indeed.
That is
What can I say?
something-
We're very active hatchlings. Even before hatchlings.
Especially if your theory of them wanting peace is true. They'd be more likely to have peace around us than with someone that wants to use them.
My main worry is that people that go to use them may try to grab them, yes, but there is also those fanatics, like when you had found Cocklicot. They seem to think that the eggs themselves contain power that they can take. And in some respects, maybe you could find a way to do so, but in the end, most people just end up destroying them, and while they are eggs, they are in their most vulnerable state.
Well, yeah, you can also do human sacrifice and get some powerful magic, but not every human sacrifice is worth it.
There is merit to your worries, because I am worried about a certain someone we've come across that we found out a little bit more recently because of our misadventure.
Oh?
Do you know of a Cherished that would have called himself God?
God. I did not know of any Cherished that went by that name whenever I was free. Do you know of any other aliases they might have used?
Do we know any other aliases of this fucking bastard, man?
Or
If
even
they
what
ever-
kind of Cherished they are?
They have a bunch of, like... We don't know his specific animal yet.
We have seen him, I'm pretty sure. I just don't remember what he is.
We know what he looks
You've
like.
seen him. If you go and look over at the thing that has all the NPCs on it beside the map, you do see him here. He is there, but he has not told you much things about himself or
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
about
we
it.
don't know much. We
Not
just know
much.
that he exists.
He is a Cherished that had, I think he had blonde hair and like reddish, like sets of, I don't know, are they horns coming out each side of his head? Like 6 total, 3 on each side.
I don't know. Again, most of my knowledge right now is spread among these pages. If I ever am to perish, you all have full range to look through them if you need. Though I hope we can avoid that.
I have to admit it's quite morbid, but I suppose it's good to know that we have
I
that
would-
permission.
I would much rather all of you have it than anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
From what we found, he was doing a lot of experiments on animals, people, and Cherished from the looks of it. Ones that got the attention of one of the various deities in this world. And apparently, from what Muna has said, killed most of the people involved with it. Or got some form of revenge, but he survived. And he's
know
working
of-
directly with Acheron, from what we've gathered.
That is the final thing I would need, yes. I believe I know exactly who you speak of. I believe you were talking of Boa.
Oh,
Elma.
Yes. Boa was a somewhat Aquan Cherished that was around me whenever I was had more life in me. They are one of the few that stay over with Lord Acheron, the ones that call themselves the Lords. Similar to the one that I have mentioned to you all before to the north.
Fury.
Yes. The Lord of Fury, yes.
We've had the pleasure of speaking.
Oh, yes?
She
Weird.
seems rather battle hungry and I mean, she seems pleasant enough beyond that.
We intend to beat her into submission.
The one that you speak of, their name is Dr. Hestus Boa.
Doctor.
Yes. They were one that had tried many different ways of using technologies from other worlds to aid in magical endeavors and things of that for the crown. Back whenever they had first brought themselves near, many, many years ago, they had very quickly attained the title of the Lord of Ambition.
I see.
Although I did
Is that
not,
why he calls himself God?
I could not imagine him calling himself something like that, but perhaps these many years have changed him.
I've seen many that claim to be of science to start getting egotistical.
The type of Cherished that they are is actually one known as an axolotl.
I
Isn't
knew
it?
it.
They have
Me, Anthony, do it. I'm gonna tell her it has a stupid fucking face.
they have existed for quite a long time. I believe that with the powers the Lord of Ambition gains, not to mention their own lifespan, they would most likely be considered an ancient cherish at this point. Though maybe just barely.
How long have you been imprisoned here again?
We were not able to find a direct year, but I assume at least 40 years.
Makes sense.
It is just my own thoughts after talking with some of the ones who are here. The fact that this place was sealed for as long as it was, but the fact that there is not much understandings, but yet the place still seems somewhat intact and the books here have not turned to dust. I believe it is at least within one lifetime.
I suppose a lot can change in that amount of time, yes.
A really short time comparison.
Whenever I
But
had
still.
spoken with the one that was around here, the one that you have all made a guard of this place, whenever he
Yes.
was speaking to me, some of the events that I would spoke of to him, he was not here for, which means that him and his world had not fallen before then. So I only give myself the understanding of at least 20 years would have passed by. And then when you all spoke of what had happened with Cocklicot, I did not know much of their family dynamics, so I assumed even longer would have passed on before then. My current estimate is around 40 years.
Process of elimination.
Yes. It cannot be longer than 100, I'm guessing. I don't think that even I would have been able to stand up to that much, torture. If I were to give myself at least around half a century or not, I believe that, unless things are to get extremely more difficult for me, I could hold out for at least another 10 years or so. Hopefully.
Hopefully we don't take that long to find all the lighthouses.
The only thing that I find that is difficult for me is that if we do end up charging this place with as much power as we're doing, and do not release me, then perhaps that power may supercharge the prison. That could speed things up for me of falling to this torture. That being said, at the very least I will not be in pain for a lot of it, from what I've found from this.
So we're gonna need to figure out how to get you out of there before we find the last lighthouse, at least.
I do not know if that is exactly true, but from what I do know, with every lighthouse that will be opened, this place gains more power. And while I, as well, gain more power, and through me, all of you, if the prison gains too much power, too much that I am not able to keep up, perhaps after another one or two of these, it would speed up my regression. But that is only a theory.
It would really suck if you got some comfort now and then it only got worse as we kept going.
I believe that from now on, my comfort I gain from these will be accumulative, which means that perhaps, even if this were to destroy me, at the very least, I would not have pain. Which is preferable, though the main issue, of course, would be to get me out of here. I have not stopped myself from hoping for that, believe me. And I do believe that we will find some way. But without thinking too much on any terrible subjects, the final one you're looking for, I believe you know the location of, at least to some extent.
Indeed.
Do you have any way of getting there? I know that it is off on an island on its own.
That is something we're going to consider.
It seems to be something that only I considered and didn't consider everyone else on. Okay, that's on me.
You were just gonna swim there.
Yeah, I was gonna just swim there. Yeah, I had not
Most
considered
of-
the rest of it. I'm sorry.
Most of the ships along the area from the dam have been somewhat destroyed because of the leakage from the dam, unfortunately.
Well, I did have an idea, starts pointing fingers, but now it's sounding really stupid now that I'm about to say it out loud.
No,
Go
well,
ahead.
Ramona, it's always good to say things out loud.
So, because of the strength of the boys, I was kind of thinking we'd just make a raft, but I realized that might not be a great idea. I mean, what if a raft doesn't really work in this world the same way it does?
If you were to
I'm
do something
going
like
to-
that, I would assume to make a raft off to the north would be the best option. There is a large amount of unchecked water that is going through the lower cities at this point. While the dam is fixed, the waters that are around, as well as the pressures from behind the dam itself, have not fully brought themselves to a calm. If you were to use those rapids from the north, you could make your way to many different places in the lower city. I would suggest giving yourself a bit of a leeway and going off a bit to the northern areas and going down if you wish to use the propulsion of the rapids. I would not try to use a raft from the lower parts of the city. You would most likely just be swept off to sea.
That would be bad.
And Gilgamesh, you had said that there was a ship that was being repaired somewhere.
It needed repairs.
I know that you wished
Where
it
was-
to be able to fly, but mayhaps the preparations have done something to allow it to at least be used as a regular vessel?
I do not know. I've not been to that island, as that is where it's crashed.
I suppose that would be a difficult thing as well. I think this
Though the-
raft idea is a wonderful start. And after that is done, I would suggest trying to look into this boat that you have. Even if it cannot fly through the skies yet, allowing it to go across the waters would at least open up the rest of Cherished to you.
One thing I'm having difficulty with, though, I don't know whether to call the raft Highwind or Excalibur.
Oh my
Why
god.
call it? Will we not just discard it once we're done with it?
You're right. Shouldn't name what we're. You're right. You're right. We're not keeping it and putting it in your dragon hoard as something that we can all remember fondly.
Exactly. That would be ridiculous.
Come on, pretend you picked up on it.
No.
It would be difficult to retrieve the raft after making your way there, unfortunately. The rapids would most likely take you all out to sea before you could use the raft to return to the lower city. If you found some other way to collect it
Yeah.
afterwards, it would probably be fine staying docked there for a while. Maybe even whenever you're able to fly above, you can go and collect it.
In any
No,
case,
you're right.
My thoughts would be, if you do make your way to this place and collect the egg, you would either make your way then off toward the mainland to the west, which the areas would be less rapid there, though you would probably bring yourself into the desert that way. Or you could hope that you'll have another one of those teleport things that Hibiki seemed to do. Either
Well, we
way,
Only
need
hope.
to.
either way, if you plan to do the prison now, you will not have a way back until you decide something.
The one that owns that wrecked ship is hiding with the peace takers currently. If possible, perhaps we should check on that boat.
Well, I believe it's worth a chance.
You have many people here as well if you wish to go and send a message to them. I believe that a lot of them have mentioned that they are having, what do they call it? House fever?
I have not heard of this disease.
It is them wanting to go and do something to aid or help. They believe that staying here is perhaps making them stagnant. If you could use them to go and deliver messages, I'm sure that they would like that. It may even help you strengthen your bonds with them. And as I mentioned to you before, bonds are power.
And would you say that this boat would have sentimental value if we picked it up?
To that, Scaly. Humanoid, yes, perhaps. I care only because it is convenient and its armaments are pure light.
Good enough. We will find the friendship boat.
The what?
We will
The friendship
find the
boat.
I will bring up something, though, Hibiki. You hear the PET going from you.
Yeah, I'm sorry that you're listening to this without any context, Punch.
No, I have enough context, I believe. I've been in this world for a little while and have studied the different areas of it. That being said, if all of you are planning on getting on a raft and going into the water, I suggest you leave me here.
That was the plan. Don't worry, I wouldn't have done that.
We just dropped the Game Boy into the sea and was like, ah, shit.
While I do believe myself to be functionally waterproof, I do not wish to test it in any capacity here, especially whenever I can't allow myself to retreat into the net if anything happens.
Oh, do you not know how to
Yeah.
swim?
Lord.
I do not, Muna. I do not know how to swim.
We might have to
Unfortunately-
teach you at some point.
You will have to perhaps do something like that, but until then, I will not go.
That's fine. I'll leave it like here or the other
And you,
facility or something.
you mentioned the desert with one of our passageways, correct?
I believe if you plan to use a raft to leave from the prison, the best option for you would make your way off to the west. No, to the east, my bad. Blah. Off to the east. That way the rapids would not be as bad, though it would take you potentially down toward the desert. More
If I
specifically, the
recall-
red desert.
If I recall, we have business at the desert, do we not?
You must deliver the demon chest to the spider creature.
You guys know that that desert is not the correct desert.
That is
Well,
not the correct
right.
desert.
No, that
My
is
The
bad.
one, the
Remember
one you guys,
that.
the one you guys want is far beyond here.
Yeah. So this desert is made of red sand.
I believe so. I haven't seen it myself for quite a long time, but yes, it is mostly a thing of a red rock that has been slowly brought down into a pinkish or reddish tone, bringing itself into sand over the years. If you're
Right.
thinking of deserts, there are two upon the mainland.
It's the other one colored.
No, it is a normal color from what Offworlders have said, though it lies to the east of the main capital city.
Disappointing. I'll settle for a singular, interestingly colored pit of sand.
Some
Do you
people call it.
imagine-
Some people call the red sands the blood desert.
Of course they do.
My brother would have set up shop there out of convenience and his own sense of irony. He shakes his head.
Imagine an area of red sand. That's interesting.
Well, in order to shorten things, I believe your plans are to make your way to the prison. Using a raft of sorts from the north, since you do not have a ship. You will send a word to your ally over with the peace takers and hope to have them either start things or have the allies aid them in starting things. You will then try to get your way away from the prison, either through any means you find there or by retreating off toward the Red Desert. Is that understandable? Is that something that I have for each of you?
That is an accurate
Sounds like a pretty
depiction of
cool
our
plan, yeah.
All right.
Seems like it.
Currently,
I think. What's that?
we do not have word of anyone from the mainland to the east after the invasion had happened, but I believe that the desert itself should be somewhat of a more peaceful area for each of you. These beasts, these heartless, do not seem to take to open spaces very well. They like to live in the shadows.
Oh wait, I could have just simply called it the friend ship.
Yeah, they really like shadowy places. I think we've sent some of them in the sewers in the city.
Well, go and try to do whatever it is you wish then. I will say that each of you, while you do find while I do find you all to be very energetic, if you did wish to stay here for a few days, it would probably not be very hard for each of you to have that rest or even to train.
I do think training would do us some good. After all, after that being we saw, though we did take it down, it is best to be prepared for more encounters like that. And we might not have the suits to protect us the next time.
You all seem very much stronger as well. Perhaps talking to your trainer would allow you to learn more of your new innate abilities.
There is merit to this.
Perhaps we too can learn about how to use those colorful bubbles that was produced earlier. Did you call them balloons?
Yeah, I believe it's some sort of balloon of sort.
Balloons are so wonderful. I want a balloon.
Balloon is a powerful spell.
I want to cast Protect on her.
You cast Protect on Muna.
Yeah.
You have put the Muna into a balloon.
A worthwhile use of a pizza slice.
It's just like pokes at it.
Red balloon. No.
Congratulations, you're in a balloon.
You didn't say poverty poked at it. It's like,
It's everything you've ever hoped for, Muna.
It is. Hold on. Whee! She starts running around the room. Look at me.
it is both tensile and fragile.
It's
She's
hot.
way more energetic than I was expecting today.
I hate it.
I mean, that's a divinity, so it's still good.
As you guys would finish your conversation, you guys would note that Michel does not disappear this time. Michel seems to stick around as they're doing
straight
so.
up chilling.
As they're doing so, he seems to float his way towards some of the more scattered pages and look as if he begins to read. As he is doing such a thing, Hibiki, you would turn back and you would place Punch along your other things that are here.
Yep, just, keep her safe there.
They really do not want to go anywhere near where you guys think there is a lot of water and rapids.
Damn it.
They're like, I will be deceased. I do not wish.
I just imagine us going on a fucking raft and just like, what do you think, Punch? What? And it's like,
It's the old Sonic Sega drowning sound starting.
You drop the PET and just hear the Sonic ring sound effect.
At this point,
Okay.
what would you guys like to go and do? Do you guys want to start looking for some kind of a thing to build a raft off to the north of the city? Because again, they were telling you to try to go around into this area to attempt to go down toward where the prison is, because the rapids would take you there.
well, yeah, but we also need a mushroom, a fish, a coconut, a seagull egg, a drink of water. and that's-
Anyway.
I will fuck you and your wife.
You guys can go and do that. At this point, you guys also know you can send someone off to the peace takers to potentially talk with the person who had the ship there, and apparently that may help your bonds with them. What would you guys like to do?
I have two ideas. One for sending a message and for training. Me. That's me.
If you guys want to do training, you guys can as well. I would suggest that if one of you decides to do training, all of you do, as I always do.
Oh,
Yeah, we can do training it as long as we send the message to make sure that we can
So-
get voted.
I would like to know, among the people who are here, who would you guys like to try to send to go get a message in?
Now.
Okay, all right. Let's go through everything. We've got.
I would suggest if you send. I would suggest that if you send either. Artemis or Rosa, that you probably send Suzaru with them so that they don't try to
I
hang
don't
them.
think we can send Rosa, but they're gonna hang her. We
No.
can't do that.
I mean, according
So
to them, they are fine with them now as long as they're using their land. So
she might say something slightly classes, and they might hang her.
if you do send them, is
Yeah.
all I'm saying. If you do send them, probably send Suzaru with them.
We have
But-
been teaching her the manifesto.
I mean, I can't think of anyone else. The rest of them are
Alright.
either military, Kasha, who I don't think we should send anywhere, honestly.
I,
Say her name.
yeah.
We need to not say her name.
So-
Ever.
I want to ask, is Sam there?
Sam Everyman.
Oh, you want to have Sam Everyman take you some kind of a message?
Because as much, and this is like Gilgamesh process here. Despite everything, he has shown up in places he has no right to be.
What are you talking about?
Shut up.
They're all different mans.
If you would make your way over to Sam Everyman's, you would find that Sam
Gilgamesh
Everyman's
begrudgingly goes up
would
to Sam
have
Everyman's.
his wares out and ready as you would make your way to him. Oh, there you are. What's going on, my guys?
Hmm.
Y'all look like you're doing good. You look good. You look really
What
good.
can we say? We feel pretty good and fresh.
And your pockets
Yeah.
seem pretty heavy.
They
I mean, mostly they're empty. I ate a lot of cheese on the way up.
Oh, I also enjoy cheese.
It's very good.
We require your aid.
Oh yeah? What you need? What you got? What you got going?
It is not on your shelf. We need you to send a message.
Oh?
There is a being at the Peacetaker compound, a serpentine individual.
You want me to pack up and go and check out the peace takers, huh? Oh, it might not be a good idea.
Surely one of your brothers can do it for you.
One of my brothers. I'm sorry to say, we don't really see eye to eye anymore. I already spoke to you about that. I'm the good one.
He is in fact the good one.
How much of your currency do you need to accomplish this?
I hate to tell you, Gilgamesh, but I can't bring my way over there. I don't trust them. I don't trust them peace takers. I'm really comfortable right here. And I'm making such a good living. Now, I can't be in two places at once.
He says, smiling.
I had a feeling. Well, we tried. I think we should try someone else. Okay, bye.
If you have anything else you want of me, maybe we can come up with something. But if it's about packing up, I'd like to stay here where I'm safe.
Makes sense to me.
I could.
Those terminals we found can communicate across this world. Surely you must have something in your wares that does that.
Some kind of terminal? Oh, you mean a computer?
Whatever they're called, I don't care.
Let's see here. Let's see what I got. So here I'm going over there. I'm going through everything.
I'm gonna go look for my Nokia.
Kind of check through. I do have my Nokia, but we don't have that. We don't have that kind of signal anymore. That thing's as hot as a brick.
We lost the Wi-Fi
There we go.
signal.
I tried putting it on a sling once and slinging it around. I almost killed a guy.
I doubt they're as good at computers as Hibiki.
Well, I do have this. He makes his way back over as you see him. He brings out what appears to be to you, Hibiki, a standard smartphone.
Huh.
This is your computer.
Yeah, it's on the spectrum, a computer, yeah.
So it's a computer, but not a computer.
You'll find that this is a communicator.
I know what it is.
Oh, pocket communicator.
It allows, yeah. So it's a POC communicator. We call it a Paco.
Oh,
No, you
Paco.
Yeah, it's a Paco.
It's a cell phone, anyway.
Oh, it's a
How much
Paco.
for it?
Whatever its designation is, it functions, yes?
Probably. I mean, the big thing about Pacos is you gotta have someone else that also has a Paco.
Hmm.
And again, like I told you, I don't talk to my brothers anymore. That ain't something I do.
All right. How do you
Alright.
make one of these Pacos? I have some ingredients.
It's really,
Nothing you could do.
It's really hard. You gotta get in there. You gotta use precision tools. And you gotta not hit it too hard, otherwise it breaks.
That's very true. So in
Some of
any
them
case, it
bad.
seems rather at this point this could be mostly useless to most people. So we can take it off your hands.
This is my only Paco, actually, though. You see, Hibiki, it might run you a pretty penny.
And what are your
How much
pennies
is a
for this?
pretty penny?
Let's see here. We're talking money. He looks over each of you. I don't think you got it. Sorry. If you had somebody that you needed to call, I'd let you use it. But yeah, I don't think you got it.
All right then.
Sorry, there are some things that I would sell for the right price, but I just don't see us having the right price yet.
What
is your-
price are you thinking of?
I'm saying it vaguely because I don't know, but I do know that I'm not giving it to each of you guys for what you have listed on your money cards right now, says the DM.
Okay. Fine. We'll find another.
Did we just get economically profiled?
We just got economically profiled.
You guys haven't been here since for a long time in Cherish, and he knows that there's no way you guys could have amounted the money that he would like for it.
Man, renting prices are fucking absurd.
Anyway, let's go find somebody
You
else.
see, that phone actually is the last phone that has access to the app store still, so you
It's the
know.
only phone with Flappy Bird left.
For all he knows, it may be the only phone left, which is why he's not wanting to sell it.
Yeah, fair. That's what my goal just says. To be on bad terms with one's brothers. Only mortgage can be so inconceivable.
I suppose if you have that many, things might get a little complicated, isn't it? Like a big family.
I mean, apparently some of them try scamming people, and he just don't like that.
Oh yeah, that one. That was messed up.
My brother did that to many mortals. It did not change our relationship. In any
Well, what if
case,
they were scamming each other?
we would not do that.
I mean, I
Well,
suppose if you simply would not do it, that is different, Gilgamesh.
There are all manner of people out there, Gilgamesh. Let's say this brother of yours was Cocklicot.
They would have killed him on meeting him.
Understood, but if you were someone like Sam, for example, would you have the strength to kill them?
I have to say, they don't look particularly athletically inclined. Perhaps they're very agile, but that's not the word I'm looking for.
I would like to bring up the fact that the conversation we had before, thinking as if you are the top of the food chain for every person you meet, is sort of what got you into this mess, is it not?
Then it was not a thought, it was just simply the truth.
Again, I do not mind what path you end up taking, Gilgamesh. In the end, the only thing that matters to me is if we can have a harmonious understanding. I'm just willing to give advice where I can.
I understand your words fine. And let's find a more suitable messenger then.
The people who are here are the ones who are all here. Currently, you guys see those of who are present. You guys could send your zombie lady. You guys could send your Jordan, who is at the moment here. You guys could try to send either Bosco or Marco. I almost said Marco. You could send Macho or Bosco. You guys can send any of the manner of princesses you guys have or ladies over there. There is also the one person who is here who you guys still have not asked her name of.
Don't worry about that.
I have to keep stopping myself from saying their name because you guys don't know it. And there's also Kasha, who is here with all this money that you guys were able to let them keep, and they love it. They love their money, and they juggle it.
They haven't even spent it.
That's
They probably have
what I was
spent
gonna. That was actually the person I was going to ask about training. I want that spell.
You guys
God,
also
it's
know
tough.
that asking other people for things would take long, but asking for things from your actual trainer would take less time. But again, you guys do whatever you wish.
I want the moon.
If only Prescott were here, I could tell him to go to talk to that settlement that needs help. So
Prescott currently is looking around at all the place. You guys know he is guarding
Yeah.
the area that is the large light.
right. Who could we trust that won't die on?
We also need to consider the fact that we can't send any of the militia.
We can't. We can't.
Prescott's also
We cannot.
still weirded out that the mannequins don't move and that no one's clipping through the floor.
Oh my god.
Shut up.
I think that
What
if
do you
you want to still try and get the spell from our girl here, then we send the trio of princesses, or at least the two of them, because I don't know if Artemis would want to go.
I suppose we could ask them. Maybe also Jordan, but I'm not close to him. But
Jordan's
maybe.
fake.
No, he's not. They're not fake. You can see they're not creased, so they're fine.
If you wish to speak with anyone in particular, just let me know.
Right. I think Emerald's on the right path. Let's talk to Rosa, Artemis, and Susan on this.
Again, even though they're all on the board like they are, they're not with each other. So I need you to tell me who
Okay.
you're wanting to talk to.
Oh, apologies. I thought they were fine with
No.
each other. My bad.
Like they're all together. Like whenever I told you before, if you do send one of them, you should probably ask Suzaru to go with them.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they're all together. Just tell me who you guys want to talk to, and we'll set up a scene.
Rosa.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Rosa. That works.
You guys go to make your way over toward Rosa to ask them to send anything. Once again, you guys bring up that you guys are wanting to send message to a different place. Rosa seems really up for it. As Rosa looks over toward all of you, you guys do remember Michelle saying about some people here have had some kind of a sickness, some kind of a want to go and do something. As Rosa looks over to you, they definitely seem to agree a lot quicker than you are used to. Oh, of course. I would definitely wish to go and do something for each of you. To be honest, I have basically done everything I wish that I could do here without any sort of understanding or any sort of monetary understanding. I don't really have anything else I can do. I've mostly been sitting here at the garden.
Well,
What is it you wish to go? What is it you wish to me to send?
We would like you and I guess probably Suzaru. We would like you to go to the Peacekeepers camp to the south in order to bring. Did you ever get her name, Gilgamesh?
Gilgamesh probably did, and he probably brushed it off like he wasn't paying attention to her name, but I would have, but I forgot.
If it's not on there, then you don't have it.
Captain Nilly Daniels.
There you go.
There she is. I fucking didn't see her. That was clipping into the fucking Pegasus for me with the color scheme. Yeah. Nilly Daniels. Or was it Captain? Her first name. Mortals have too many names.
I'll assume that's her title, Captain.
Mortals has
Yeah,
too many
her.
names. That's the one with several names.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Captain Nilly Daniels. She's apparently some kind of blue reptilian woman in a captain's outfit.
Oh, I'm sure that I'll be able to find someone like that very easily.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it you wish me to tell them?
We intend to make use of that ship, whether or not it's airborne. We just need a way to get there. And once we're done our errands in the prison, we will be looking into helping her with that.
You guys do know, because again, if you're wanting them to actually give you the ship to go to the prison, it will take probably a lot longer time.
No, we're saying at the same time to get that
This get started.
while we're doing
Okay.
the prison stuff.
As,
Like that.
as she looks to you. Yes, I could definitely. Would you like me to just simply bring them back here, or?
Yes.
Whatever would be better to get this whole process underway.
Of course.
And we'll probably need to get Bosco and Macho in on this because I'll assume it's a wooden ship until told otherwise.
It's made of entirely out of light. No.
It's made entirely out of steel and gumption.
It's made entirely out of Rice Krispie treats.
It's
a big old Pop-Tart.
Also,
the hull is only made out of mattresses.
Also, I've been doing some thinking while I BRB'd, right? And this sickness you're talking about, I was thinking of the symptoms, and I think a better name for the sickness is Homestuck.
I hate you.
Anyway. Yes, I can go and try to collect them and tell them what you need.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go and
Thank
ask
you very
Susan and
much.
see if they want to go with me.
Oh, that would be good, yes.
I highly doubt she'd say no.
And you
Currently,
may need
she's
to get.
been still very distant. Though I believe that if we give her something to do, then she might maybe glow up a little bit.
Indeed.
She is taking everything still rather hardly.
I mean, after everything that happened, I completely understand that, yes.
Indeed.
I will speak to her though. I'm sure that if she's given something to take her mind off of it, she might start feeling better. She's been mostly avoiding talking to everybody but me, as well as Artemis.
Not surprising. But you have been talking?
Somewhat. I've been able to have them understand that they need to still do any sort of things that they would need to do. For the first day or so, they did not really eat very well, but they have been eating rather well enough ever since we were able to convince them to.
That's important. It is a very important part of that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're helping them with that.
I'm sure that
And
things will hopefully go to some sense of normalcy for them soon, but maybe not while all of this craziness is happening.
Mm-hmm.
I will go and get to them.
I'm glad they're starting to eat more. After all, we're going to have a banquet soon enough with Dino Nuggies.
She has never heard of this concept.
You,
Whatever those are.
they better be worth all of the praise.
I have a good feeling about them.
Who told you about Dino Nuggies?
Do we even know how to make them? I mean, I'm absolutely down for a banquet, but I feel like we're putting, you know, the horse in front of. No, that's how you do it. Actually, you do put the horse in front of the wagon. The other way around.
The cart before the horse.
That's the one.
We've been getting a card.
Who
Well-
told you about Dino Nuggies? I will steal them from you now.
Well, as
Get out of here if we get creased.
if we find these dinosaurs that have been mentioned, then that'll be a good substitute meat for the chicken they were thinking of.
This world not have chickens.
They only
This
have
place
they only have
do,
cocos.
No.
No.
You fucker, you doomed us all.
Since we're here, we should probably talk to the one other person we've never spoken to, really, beyond when we first arrived at this place.
Do you have
Ooh.
reason
Kind
to?
of feel bad. To meet her, at least. I mean, if you don't want to meet her, that's fine. I guess you can say fuck her.
Well, I'm I'm under the assumption
Yeah.
you guys are wanting to go and save
we've
the
got
egg as
places.
quick as
Yeah,
possible.
Yeah, that's what I'm also thinking.
I know, it's a bit of a bit. You know, wasting time, you know, instead of doing the one thing Zarel wants to do, it was a bit. Come on now.
No time for bits, just bond.
But your bit would hurt Zarel's feelings. You wouldn't
They're
do it.
frying that egg real slowly, Hibiki, in a big old comedic frying pan.
So,
You wouldn't download a bit.
fuck. Right. So, Draft time or training time? I want to get skills, but we can also go and get that set up, and we can just start sailing.
I guess we'll need rope.
I have feeling which is going to construct oil. Okay, that's I'm asking. Are we going to go to try and get the thing settled now, or are we gonna?
There are two things you guys need to do.
Yeah.
Do you want to go and try to find your teacher to learn things, or do you want to go and start building a raft?
That's what
Let's find the teacher first.
Yes, where's Ragnar? Let's find Ragnar's.
Okay, let's go look
You
at
guys
that.
remember?
Let's
You
go.
guys remember? You already found it before. He just wasn't there.
Yeah.
There. Let's go see if he's there now.
There you
and then-
go.
Let's go see if he's there, because he might still be gone.
He's always gone. Never
Or he
wants to be
came back
around.
and wrote another note that was illegible and then wrote on the back again in simple English.
First note was out to get cigarettes. This is out to get milk.
He'll never return.
Lost the cigarettes. Had to go back.
Lost the cigarettes.
You guys would make your way out from where you guys are. Upon doing so, again, you guys are able to see that the area around this place has definitely changed. The more you look out beyond, the more you see the slight sheen of the barrier of this place, or going further down. You do notice that the barrier to the north of all of you does not seem to have moved at all. Despite the center of this place being directly beside of where you guys are, beside the center of being the library, the area of effect of this seems to be mostly directed to the south. You would expect at that point a lighthouse being able to send a even thing directly in the center, but it seems to have almost a mind of its own where it wants to protect.
Well, it makes sense it wants to protect as many buildings as possible.
Makes sense. As you guys go off to the south of this, you guys do find that now that you are looking for Ragnar's area in particular, you guys were able to find it relatively quickly last time. It is in a very close by building area that you were in before. Upon getting there, you do find that this time there is seemingly a person or two around. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Allow me to get the Ragnar. Where are you at, Ragnar? There you are.
Person or 7.
Perfect. Not only do you guys find that there is a Ragnar nearby, you also find that there is another person nearby. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo.
It's senior boss music.
You
Oh,
guys
fuck
see
me.
that over by where you guys go to find the area, there is a Ragnar behind the area that is, again, mostly serving different kinds of noodles and ramen and sorts that is off around. But in front, there appears to be a man you guys recognize. The one from before that was talking in mostly rhyme, however, you were able to stop that from it. You guys see the assassin.
You.
Me.
Who are you?
Luna, I swear to God.
Wasn't I gone during that session?
You were not gone during the session. You were on mute for a while, and you were in the bathroom, I believe. And then you came
Fighting
back.
for your life.
And then you came back, and you're like, as soon as I left, the guy who's talking in rhyme showed up, and I wanted to speak to him, and But you were canonically there.
Damn it.
That being said,
Look at this man. Oh, hey.
Hello.
I'm just not even
Oh,
making
hey.
a big deal out of
you
it.
don't have to talk to him. You are here for Ragnar.
I know. Let's go to Ragnar.
There you go.
Fuck.
Gilgamesh just completely just walks up.
Oh man.
We
You guys-
require training.
You guys see Ragnar behind the area as Ragnar looks to each of you. I would assume I didn't think you were here for any kind of food. That being said, I do have enough for everybody if need.
Kraft mac and cheese. I'm kidding.
We do not sell that here.
Damn.
We also do not sell your dino nuggies.
No.
He beats you to the punch on that.
So,
Word travels quickly. You were also
I don't know
screaming about it
how, but-
outside.
That is also true. She will not shut up about it. I don't know where she found out about them.
Either way,
Anyway,
if you're willing to have some training, we do have one of our training areas open at this point. The other one currently is being taken up by your friend.
which one?
The Keyblade wielder.
Oh, Booya's around.
The boy is around.
She's here.
Them and your the guardian that was making their way through this place is inside of the one off to the south there. He motions to one of the doors at the bottom of the area. As he does, there is appears to be a bit of a light coming out from in there. You're assuming that they are talking about Boya, obviously, but you're also assuming that they're talking about Prescott as well.
Interesting. Good for them.
I think you'll find it quite impossible to speak to them at the moment.
Of course.
Makes sense.
Not much to say to them at the time, anyway. What?
You two, you guys are very understanding about these things.
Do you want us to make a riot?
You just see Assas just kind of eating on some noodles. No, but I mean, I'd expect some people to ask questions more than just assume things. That's my bad.
I mean, what? They're trying to get stronger to protect people. I don't see why that's a bad thing. This place just opened up.
I believe he was speaking about the nuances of this place, but you'll learn of those soon. If you want to train, then follow me.
Yes, please.
You see that Ragna makes their way away. As they do, coming around the area, they start making their way up the stairs and off to one of the rooms that are up near the top. Upon going up toward one of these rooms, you guys find that whenever he opens them, you see what appears to just be very small, matted areas. Both of them seem to be open. Both of these doors seemingly leading to the exact same room. Upon stepping inside, Gilgamesh, as well as Muna,
Yes.
both of you roll me for your willpower, please.
Oh. Okay.
Where am I? There I go. Come on, big money, big money.
15.
It's 17 plus, what was it?
Willpower.
Well, yeah, right there.
Lil power. Okay, so
Oh, right.
that's 18.
Gilgamesh, roll me one more time.
Oh, okay.
You had a fleeting.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
You're fleeting.
We all are fleeting. 19.
Okay. As you guys make your way in here, it becomes very apparent what the demon down below was laughing about when it came to you guys talking. As the both of you feel, as soon as you step into this area, as if you passed by some kind of a strange barrier of sorts. As you guys enter here, you find that Ragna goes and stands in the center of this place, looks back to each of you. Now, what exactly can I aid you with? And do you need me to be here, or do you wish to have someone else?
What was that? The
Did
door.
you sense something?
Yes, it was a door. What about it, specifically, though?
There's magic here. What magic is it?
Ah, yes, that's what you mean. In this place, you'll find that things are slightly slower than the outside. Once you enter this place, until you exit it, you cannot be disturbed. As well, the time around here is different. For every second outside, 2 or 3 will pass in here.
Yeah, so it's all somehow being contained in here.
Yes,
Romancy.
it is a
Oh, that is
relic
so
from
convenient.
it is a relic from my world. Though, in my world, it was a lot more powerful.
The time chamber.
How much more powerful.
I believe that whenever I was first told about it, though I wasn't able to fully go through it myself, that in my world a single day would feel like a year inside of here.
And Really?
And they say it could withhold the drama of daddy issues.
There
galore.
was its own problems with that, however. There was problems with people not able to finish their training. I myself was not ever able to go through an entire year. Not only that, it was also the idea of stocking such a place where people were able to have as much food as they could desire. Especially for someone like me, it was difficult. I have
That
a
is-
rather large appetite.
A struggle that I can understand at the very least. Not this chronomancer then.
This place is ideal for you. Nothing you can do to this place will even leave a single mark upon it. You can attack the walls and scratch them and slice them to your heart's content, and you will never find a true way out. That being said, I would not suggest spending your nights or anything here. In fact, the rest that you would obtain here most likely would not be too different than what you would find outside. I find the mentality of it, if you wish to have a training area and a sleeping area, it is best to keep them separate. No one wants to look around at their workstation and see their bed.
That makes sense.
I do not understand this, but fine.
They're not
Would that
rules.
be-
If you do wish to sleep here, you can.
Sorry.
I'm mostly bringing it up for any sort of mental health that you may wish to establish for yourself. I think
that
that a
little-
healthy mind is a healthy body.
Mm-hmm. Moving up. What are you gonna say?
Would one be able to read here and just relax?
I wouldn't suggest it. Again, the dilation between inside and out is wrong for your mental health. Imagine, for example, if you do try to read in here and you get used to it, you may find that you would not be comfortable reading anywhere else.
I get accustomed to doing that sort of stuff in here.
You would find that on the outside that the sun would take way too little time to rise, or you would find that you don't have enough hours in the day to do anything you would like. That's why I don't suggest doing anything you wish to enjoy in this place. On my world, it may have been used for drastic situations, but here, it is ideal for training. Though again, I would suggest you prioritize your mental health.
Makes sense to me.
Very well.
I can stay in
Yeah.
here with you if you wish. The one customer that I have outside is planning on eating his fill and then leaving, and the ones who are downstairs, they will most likely not need anyone. I believe that Boya is the one teaching at that point with their ally. That being said, again, it is very difficult to open this place from the outside. You would need to leave more than someone else could come in.
I see.
That is why I said it would be rather impossible to talk with them at the moment.
Oh, that's why he laughed. Okay.
I don't know how long they are going to last down there, though I believe that Prescott wanted to learn something about themselves, and they seemed adamant about staying until they did. They brought in several things of supplies, so I don't think they'll be coming out anytime soon. If you do not wish me to stay, though, I can make my way away. Though I do feel that each of you are different than the last time I spoke with you.
Yes, we've recently got a surge of power that we weren't expecting.
We have been getting stronger.
Well,
Indeed.
I do have some weapons around here that you can use in any sort of self-training if you wish to accommodate yourself to anything in particular. But if you wish to truly learn more about martial arts, I could aid you in that kind of thing as well.
Martial arts. How is that different than swinging a weapon?
Swinging a weapon is considered a martial art and such, though there is a difference between blindly swinging and swinging with purpose. If you wish to just get used to a weapon, I could definitely aid you with that. We have plenty of things here that, while they are probably not good for fighting those heartless outside, they definitely could get you a understanding of the weight and length of a weapon. But if you wish to learn more about yourself and how you better would use something like that, that is a completely different story. There is a difference between familiarity and discipline.
You've mentioned Prescott finding something familiar about themselves too. Is there a sort of self-discovery thing here?
I
Like
believe
finding
they
your
were
hidden
mostly wanting
potential?
to. I believe they were mostly wanting to learn from the Keyblade wielder and their way of fighting. I believe that they
I
thought that
see.
it would be better for them to be able to protect people.
Hmm?
Some kind
Very
of
valuable,
discipline
then.
from himself long lost.
Hmm.
The way that he had brought it up to me, I believe it was he was from a world where every day he felt he had to fight for survival. Yet ever since he was here, he had gotten used to not having to do that. So now that the Heartless are here, he wants to get back into that state of mind where he will be fighting for survival.
Like,
Hi, Vegito. How you doing? I mean, I'm kidding.
I mean, when you come from an area where a Deathclaw can fucking march into your
Yeah.
camp at any
I
time.
know.
I'm
Yeah.
still waiting for that Deathclaw Heartless to show up.
I'm so excited if that's real. I'm so hyped. You don't even know.
Who says it's a Heartless?
But no. That's even better. Let's fucking go.
Who knows, man?
It's a real ass Deathclaw. That thing isn't a Heartless. That thing has not been conquered by a Heartless.
Like, we see a horde of Heartless, we're ready to fight them, they run past us, the Deathclaw appears.
It's an alpha glowing death claw. Oh, I love it.
Young-
Do you know those Fallout memes where Deathclaws will just like interrupt cutscenes by just slashing it to death?
Imagine it's like you guys, the Deathclaw showed up here and gained more power, so it's like a fucking wizard now.
The wizard claw. It's a talking death claw from. It's a death claw from Fallout 2. Let's go. That's even better.
So,
Okay. Back to the trailer.
I feel like we know a lot of basic moves at this point. Beyond learning new magics, I think we need more advanced things.
Between each of you, I believe you all know the most basics of magics. The 5 basic magics, being 4 of the ones that each of you had shown previously. The magic of fire, water, geo, arrow. I believe that from what I feel, that you may have already learned the 5th magic. Also, Muna is covered in a bubble, so I'm assuming.
He's really been enjoying it.
I really have. It helped calm me down when someone frustrating was talking.
The only magics that I would know beyond the basics, unfortunately, is cure magic.
Which we don't technically have. So it could be something.
I did have ways back where I was from in my world of aiding in restoration, though I was not the best of it. It was mostly through meditation. Whenever I came here and through meditation and training of my own, I did learn the magics of curing. It is interesting, actually, how similar magic and ki are to each other.
So by focusing your body, you learn new magic.
It is the only magic that I know that is, I believe, of what people would consider the 2nd tier of magic. That being said, my magics in particular are stronger, I believe, than most of yours. You can bring the 1st tier of magics into the 2nd tier. I believe that is something that none of you have done yet. Though Muna, I believe you have also learned a 2nd tier of magic.
Indeed.
The man.
Hold on, I just don't want to pop this bubble.
I'm so tempted to pull out the dagger and just pop it so you stop focusing on it.
Okay, what tier are we talking about? Hold on.
He's talking about your blizzard.
Out of care.
Blizzard. Blizzard's a higher tier magic than our basic ones. Ice
I
is higher
do know
tier.
the power of ice.
Yes, blizzard magic is one that I have not learned myself, but I can tell that that is something that you have. I myself have the ability to, I guess, in my world it was simply to sense power, but in this world is to sense ability.
It's very useful.
It
Can
is
learn these.
relatively. The stronger I get, the better it will be, but I am still rather short range with it.
So, you can teach us sensibilities and healing magic.
If you wish to know how to sense ability, that is probably something I could teach you, yes, though it is most likely going to take a while for that, even in this place. That is a discipline that you will need to really focus upon. Meditate. You need to learn yourself in and out before you can learn it. But it is possible. It is something that I could teach you. We could at least get started on that if you would like. But yes, I could teach you any of the magics I know. I could teach you a way to try to bring those magics into the forefront. I could teach you different masteries of the skills you already have, though I believe you would have to fully master those skills first. What I would suggest is each of you finding something of yourselves you would wish to hone in on, and we can work on those basics first. Outside of character, I'm saying, if you guys want to learn how to master any of your skills, you need to get all of them unlocked. For example, looking over at the strike ability from Zarel, you will need to learn that flow before you can learn any sort of mastered strike. Same with any of the other abilities that are knocked out for any of your skills. If you guys would like, we can start learning some of your other skills. And depending on how many days you guys would like to spend here doing any sort of training, we can knock out certain amounts of these skills that you would like.
All right.
And again, the training in this place is faster, which is why we're able to do that.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Muna?
All right.
The one thing that he cannot aid you with your blizzard. That is beyond him.
Oh, that makes things easier. Let's get Protect Me!
I would like for each of you to pick one thing you would like to try out. You would like to try to go with. He knows literally everything you guys have except for blizzard.
Okay. I have to ask. The sensing ability thing.
He has that. Again, like he had said, you guys can start working on that. That was it'll be similar to how Muna had started. Whenever Muna had started to learn Blizzard, we will roll several things to start to get you invested in that.
Okay. All right. Okay, I just had to ask about what that process is.
Yeah. We can assume that your training while you're here will include meditation. So after we get through with your things, each day will also work toward that. So for now, just pick something on your sheets that you guys want to mess with.
Understood.
I mean, fuck it, man. Let's finish that strike. Let's get that flow.
You want to finish strike?
Yeah.
Okay. You would like to finish your protect on fire. Hibiki, what do you like to do?
I've got a couple things that are at 2, but there's a party that really wants you to know what shot combine is.
You can try.
Yeah.
And Gilgamesh, what would you like to do?
That's really difficult for me. I want them all, but
again, you guys are mostly going to be staying here for several days. So.
Yeah. I want to go smash burst. Try to grab burst out of that, because I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Upon training here for 1 full day, which technically is 3 days, you guys are able to, again, without even rolling, learn these abilities for yourself. So, first things first, going over to, this is why you guys want to train here.
Yeah, no shit.
Training outside of here is rolls and several days.
I'm dragging Kasha in here and you can't stop me.
As you guys go to your shot, first off for Hibiki, if you learn shot combine, you may use 2 mana to fire all attacks this round with an extra 1d6 of magic damage from a spell you possess.
Ooh.
So for you can add arrow damage to it.
That is, I love that.
Wait, does that mean if Hibiki learns Cure?
Technically, yes.
Hey, you can heal people by shooting them in the knee.
Muna.
I mean, we discussed before that possessed means the party, so you could just,
I've also changed that since then. Because
we've moved on.
Once Muna learned Blizzard, it's like, second tier magics and first tier magics and yada, yada, yada. It's very different.
Fine.
So yes, possessing now means what you guys have. That being said, you guys will learn decently soon how to use all of the basic magic, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can assume that the basic magics right now are slightly out of your hands, but each of you will learn that eventually. As we go through fire, the fire protect, create a flaming barrier on a target for 3 turns. Deal 1d4 fire damage to any targets within a hex radius around the target at each of them at the end of each of their turns, and the resistance fire damage while active. So you can you deal damage and protect. It does not give you any kind of shield, however.
Okay.
So as soon as they lose their shield, kind of sucks. But while it is active, you're pretty good.
Okay, Sorrel, I'm gonna give you fire shield. Don't dive into the water or you'll lose.
Sorrel, as you're going to fully complete strike, you get flow.
I've gained flow. Yeah, baby.
You can throw things now. If your attacks that use the thrown keyword returns to you. You don't need to roll to catch your weapon if the attack was over a 12.
You are Captain America now.
You just get a throw shield. You need to get that throw shield.
They'll keep buffing the boomerang for as long as I'm alive, huh?
Dude, you don't even know. You wait until you see that mastered strike. Anyway, so and you were gonna do for smash burst.
Burst.
All right. When being hit with a status effect, you may use 1 red AP to re-roll.
I have so many of them.
Finally, a win.
You can't see me.
So this was an ability that the heckin' whatchamacallit? The Dark Defender had, which is why whenever you guys were doing things, I was also every now and then just saying he wasn't affected. But he did have the ability to burst as well.
That's ridiculous. I love it. You can't stop me. I'm gonna get over there. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Because one of these skills are now at a position where it could be mastered, I'm going to...
You're gonna have to scribble on there the word mastered in really bad handwriting.
I'm not. I'm going to bring in the thing that I've already made.
Oh, mine was funnier. It's right on the back in like Ragnar's illegible handwriting.
There we go. Abilities and adept training. There we go.
I'm so excited.
I will already say this as well. Somebody who will remain nameless put a thing in the Kingdom Hearts chat at one point, and that thing that they put in the Kingdom Hearts chat was literally what one of the cards looked like without any of the writings that I do onto it, and I deleted it. If I see that happen again, I will murder them.
They will become murdered.
So nobody screenshot things and put it on the Discord, or you will most likely be punished.
Oh, what?
Yeah, somebody had taken one of the things, and I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to knock it off, and then they screenshotted it and put it on the Kingdom Hearts spoiler chat.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Zion, don't do that.
Did Zion never do that again?
Yeah, it was the cat. The cat did it.
It was your
a talking cat.
A spoiling cat.
How dare you? Because again,
spoil cat, no spoiling.
It's fine to throw things in there that happen during the game, but the players also look at those. So don't do that.
Why do I have a thing in my inventory saying horse?
Speaking of which, no, I'm not speaking of horse, but
the horse?
You have adept training.
What? Oh, hey.
With your adept training,
useless.
They have strike, dash, roll, spin, tier 2 magic, tier 3 magic, and crowd control.
What's that last word?
Crowd control.
I like that word. It's 2 words, my favorite.
So, some of these have to be taken in before others. For example, you have to do tier 2 magic before you do tier 3 magic. You also have to do tier 2 magic before you do crowd control. But, currently, one of you have the ability to go into the strike here. Upon learning the full strike card, you now reduce the mana cost of combine by half.
Oh.
And it can now be used on any red card.
Oh.
So, if we look at the combine thing here, after striking with this card, you can use 4 mana to add a magic enchant you possess onto your strikes this turn. You can instead use 2 mana to activate this card, and you can put that on any of your red cards, not just your strikes.
Arts.
Get ballooned, idiot!
Your red cards.
Red card.
So smash,
Red
arts,
bull.
and shot.
Get shot, idiot. I don't know.
But as you can see, there's also one for dash, roll, spin, and other things.
Magic.
Everything's here.
Currently, we have one of you that has fully done the basic magic. That being said, you will have to learn tier 2 magic before I unlock this. Which is to say,
Zion?
tell me you go for that, and then I'm going to unlock it for you.
I go for it. Okay.
We'll go for that
Zion
next
is
Yes.
Zion keeps trying to attack Gilgamesh's beard in this drawing I did.
Good. I'm glad. There's a fairy in there.
Nope.
No.
Oh,
No,
that's
no.
what. You know what? I'll send a sketch to KH chat in
We
the
will-
Discord.
We will say that you guys go through your first day. You have learned that. Each of you, go ahead and roll me for your willpower really quick. I need to determine something from each of you.
Let's go.
Willpower.
Glad I buffed that. Oh.
I can give you 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Do I really want to? Nah.
Did you roll again? Did you roll again, Muna?
Sorry. Here we go.
What'd you roll, Hibiki?
I rolled a 7 plus my 4.
So many
So yeah,
beans.
All right. The one who rolled the highest was Zarel.
Cool.
Zarel, you got altogether what from it? 8, 9,
12. Purely carried by my 6 willpower.
Pretty fucking good, yeah. As you guys try your meditation, you guys do find that Zarel, you're able to somewhat feel a little bit closer to it, and because of that, you're able to let the others know what you learned, bringing up your guys' things to a 12. We will get back into how much you need to learn this other skill later on, but you guys feel that the meditation somewhat at the end of it was somewhat worth it. You were offered rooms here at the area. You guys can stay here if you wish. He says that eventually he is going to start charging people for staying here, but you guys saved him and you guys helped him move his things, so you guys don't have to worry about it right now.
yay!
I would like to know how many more days you guys would like to train.
So we just got 3 days worth out
Oh
of
god,
it.
here we go again.
That 3-day you guys did was technically 1 day.
Right.
So 1 day has passed. And again, any training you guys do in here with the skills you guys have will automatically succeed. Learning new
Okay.
skills is different, but
Right.
getting these down is what you guys can do. Which means if you wanted to, you could get both your other smashes down for
could.
things. You could get both your other geos down. You could do anything like that.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I low-key want to spend 1 more day in here.
We could do another day.
All right, we'll do it. We can stay another day in here.
All right, Hibiki, what do you want to do for your day?
Just
Burst dash. Nobody has found out what that does yet.
Burst dash, Muna. Do you want to work
Fire.
on this, or do you
Fire,
want?
fire.
You're already
Fire.
you're on
Tier
you're on
two.
fire. Fire's
You're-
done. Do you want to work on tier 2 magic?
I thought that's what I was saying, yes.
no. You weren't. Fire is tier 1 match.
Yeah, fire's done. You've maxed out
Yeah.
your fire. Fire's
You're-
done. So.
You're
Okay.
fire god.
But
Tier
if you would
2,
like to, you
baby.
can work on tier 2 magic. Good job. Zarel.
Following my beautiful heart, I think I need more balloons. Give me flow balloon.
You're gonna go
Yes,
flow balloon. Let's go.
I'm so interested in that.
That is
And
such a big one.
Gilgamesh.
I would like motion smash.
Motion smash.
Yes.
Let's first off start with Hibiki. Hibiki with your burst dash. Bloop. Let me get back over to it because I fucking sped away from it for some reason.
Yeah.
You may use any amount of mana while using the base movement or motion effect of this card and gain 1 hex of movement per mana used.
Oh, fuck.
So you can then use your mana to get extra hexes.
Hell yeah.
For you, that is up to 5 extra hexes. Look at that.
For Muna, it's like it's like they just become fucking a lightning bolt.
Yep, if they get it.
Ridiculous.
Muna, as you are now training for tier 2 magics. Bloop. Bloop. Your fire, water, it says cure. The cure shouldn't be there. That should be balloon.
Don't worry about that.
Fire, water, geo, and arrow, and balloon, not cure, have their range increased by 1, and their damage, healing, or shielding increased by magic or willpower. You can also use an extra blue or red AP to double their damage dice.
What?
Congratulations,
Okay.
you have Fyra.
Oh.
Wow.
Dude.
And again, this is balloon, not cure. I will change that later on. This is an old version of adept training. Which probably means that it says balloon in tier 3 magic for some reason.
Well, don't worry. We'll fix it in post. It's fine.
You can now, if you ever decide to, work on tier 3 magic or crowd control. That being said, you cannot do tier 3 magic yet because you guys do not have enough tier 3 magics among all of you to be able to think about that.
You don't have any.
You have 1. You have Blizzard.
Oh.
Mm,
Oh, right.
I'm
tier
so great.
neat.
But yes, we then go to Zarel. Zarel.
Yeah, show me the
drawing
magical
a fucking
power of
balloon.
balloons.
You conjure 3 balloons within a unoccupied space within of the caster. These balloons burst if they come into contact with a target, doing one of the first 3 effects. These balloons can move with you if you will them to. They pass through targets this way. Otherwise, they can move 2 hexes per turn at the end of each of your turns. The funny thing about this, the way I worded it, both works and doesn't work with Protect. So it says that whenever they burst, they do any of the abilities. I'm like, ah, fuck, the balloon bursts. That mean it doesn't work? No, that just means that the balloon bursts and then makes another balloon for Protect.
That's perfect. though.
That's why I
And
gave you 3 little tokens.
You're the shield boy. You shield everything.
The shield will go forever.
Literally 0 damage every time.
Our water balloon boy.
Oh my god. You're always ready for summertime fun.
You now have only 1 thing left in order to fully master balloon.
It's so tempting.
You just enchant a weapon. You get the weapon enchantment. It just becomes a balloon
Yeah,
version.
this
And
doesn't have any
Gilgamesh.
things as a balloon.
You are gonna go to your smash.
I wish
With
to master
smash
this.
motion, if you move your full movement before using an attack from this card, all attacks you make this turn have overwhelm.
Oh.
Not to mention, Gilgamesh,
Oh.
you have just mastered smash.
Mhm.
You add your strength or resilience to all damage you do with this card. If you try to knock an enemy into the air that is immune, you may use an extra red AP to try to make it save regardless.
You're immune to still getting fucking knocked in the air? No, you're not, idiot. Roll. I don't care if you're an ancient oak rooted to the ground. I will push you into the sun.
I don't care if you're a flying mage boy, you're going up even more.
Gilgamesh,
who they send.
as you
I'm making you
train-
pay
as you train for this
To 5.
6 days, which is technically 2 days, you feel a bit of your strength, your draconic strength return to you. You also tell the others about these things, and upon doing such a thing, the others gain some sort of understanding of how to do this as well. You know, if they ever master their cards.
Yes. Watch me be the only one who ever gets smashed out anywhere.
Let me
I can't imagine I will do that.
Let me smash.
I could start dumping into resilience, but I doubt I will do this.
It's fine. But
I would like to also
Right.
bring up, after 6 days, technically, of training, I would like for each of you to choose one final one of these to unlock.
oh,
Hibiki,
Okay.
okay.
I'm going to master dash.
gonna master
Getting
dash.
the one ability that should have just come with the card.
You have an extra 2 hexes of basic movement.
It's really funny. That's my last one I
Not only that, but Hibiki, as you look over
Yeah.
to adept training for dash, you can
Oh,
now
yeah, that.
defend allies within your weapon range +3, and defending can be any AP.
Oh, hell yeah.
do. I do not see it yet.
It is there.
There's still a line there.
It is not. You're lying.
Oh, that's a graphical glitch on our side. It's fine.
You're lying. Erase it yourself then, punk. Anyway.
Do it, pussy.
Oh, he did it. It worked for me too. Okay.
Hell yeah.
All right.
That is something you get from mastering Dash. Would be very good for Zarel.
Yeah, if I had another 3 years, it's fine. I'll just do both.
That's
I
not what I
should've-
was expecting from Dash. But
You should
okay
do
then.
that.
Muna,
Jesus Christ, this place.
you have one
Yeah.
thing you can do here. You can choose any of your basic things to have it be. What would you like to unlock?
More adept if we can.
More
Oh.
adept.
You want to get?
No, you
don't.
can't.
We don't have tier. We don't have enough tier 3
oh.
magics to do that.
Okay.
But you can pick one of these things that are whited out
Yeah.
or grayed out. That one down there.
I can't with Blizzard. I
Yeah,
was
it has to be
told
your
I
basic
can't.
abilities, yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right. Don't need these.
Otherwise you guys would never unlock some of your basic abilities.
You're fine.
Also, link with their pussy Triforce.
You're the Triforce.
What would
I
you
got
like to
the
do?
super foot. All right. Let's do.
I would remind you that again, despite not having a lot of red AP, you do have 2, which is still good.
What is a? Let's see. Let's do a burst dash.
Burst dash. You know that there are some people who have that. If you'd like to look at it first,
Oh,
That is
Come
like
look
you
at
would
my
get a small
burst dash,
dash.
and you may still want it.
it's
Yeah,
still
you
good.
actually might want it. Also, flow too, because you don't have flow either.
It would allow you to move potentially an extra 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 squares,
Jesus fucking Christ!
but you would have to get rid of
Let's
all
get-
your magic at that point.
Yeah.
let's do. Oh wait, do you have burst roll? Is there a burst we haven't tried yet?
Burst roll, burst
Spin. Yeah. Roll and spin mostly.
There's
You know what? I feel. Oh, I already have burst spin.
You do have
burst
burst spin. There is also burst
Oh.
arts over here,
Ooh.
and all the combines that are on these. You know what burst smash does at the very least,
Yeah, you do.
and you know what combined strike does now.
Okay, let's do. Let's do burst arts. You're right, burst arts.
Okay. Add your strength, magic, or agility to the damage that this card deals.
Oh,
Ooh.
Jesus Christ! That's a 7 for Muna.
That's a 5 for me, dog.
All right,
Zarel.
back to.
What do you think?
Back
Every
working
single
on this
day,
one.
my life is harder. I could either finish what I started, or I could finish what I should start.
The choice is yours, and your many. I wonder what you're gonna fucking choose.
I need the balloon. I need to finish it.
The last balloon. You conjure a balloon. You allow the target to fly as long as their balloon hasn't burst.
Yo.
You're the balloon boy now. Oh, jeez.
I can't believe you made me the birthday boy for real.
Happy first week of life anniversary.
Arrow,
should
looking at
marry-
the balloon like, am I a joke to you?
Why not combine?
Baloo's so fun.
That's amazing.
You see, you blow the balloon and you sit on the balloon, and then we never see you again.
Gilgamesh, the final one for you.
It's tough. I want to know Blitz art.
Blitz arts.
Yeah.
Let's,
Might as well-
let's go.
For every hexa movement you use this round, add +1 to the damage from this card's abilities.
Oh my.
Now imagine that with the burst as well.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Arts, what the fuck?
The
Okay.
big thing with arts is it doesn't have any actual starting attack you can do.
You don't, but it has everything that it's a middleman card. Is this the slight shit you talk about? The combo?
Not yet.
Okay, cool. Anyway, I think that's it for me. That's fun.
As each of you have unlocked all of these new abilities, you guys spent around a week, at least to your guys' thoughts, doing all these practicing. You guys also did meditation, attempting to learn the ability that Ragna can teach you. However, it still seems to be slightly beyond your grasp, but it does seem that some of you are a little bit stronger at it. Some of you are a little bit more able to mess with it. Upon this getting through, the final thing that Ragna teaches you, he asks for you guys to stay in for an additional day. However, that day is not a full day. That is a third of a day, basically, for you guys.
Like 2 hours? It's fine.
2 hours is not a third of a day.
It's fine. I know numbers. It's fine.
As you guys are here, Ragna begins to show you guys some abilities you guys have already done. Gilgamesh, for example, you see him go at you with a strike, and upon going at you with a strike, you do parry it. You are able to sustain things from it. However, immediately from strike, he goes into smash and goes to knock you into the air. Where you were expecting him to go for more attacks, he throws you into the air after a very light first attack. And again, you've done that before. You guys have mixed up your red cards before. It's something you've already done. But as he has you in the air, you see, as you bring your arms up to defend against getting knocked all the way down, like you would expect a smash to do, he brings his hands back and his rings begin to glow. As they do, he slams down at you with a magic attack. As you see him strike down at you with a Geo attack.
What?
As you get slammed downwards, you find that every one of the attacks he hit you with didn't feel the same. After the Geo strike hit at the very end, you felt like the strike from the beginning also seemed to feel a little bit like that Geo magic. As he hits you with this, he lands and he explains to you guys that that was a sleight that he used. What a sleight is using your full action, your full turn, to do several abilities all at once. These abilities are not stronger than what things are, but they can be. As you guys look into the things out of character, I've already explained this to you guys at the very beginning of this campaign. However, I want to explain it to you in character now, or I guess now since it's been like half a year. When you make a sleight, whenever you guys are wanting to do something you've done before, such as strike, smash, Geo, we will make a card for that. Once that card is made, you're just like, I know what I'm going to do this turn. I'm going to do a strike, smash, Geo. The more familiar you get with that sleight, the stronger that sleight can become. Maybe we'll add additions onto it. Maybe we won't. Maybe you guys don't want to ever do them again. But each of you are going to be gaining one sleight slot.
Yay!
And then a tongue twister.
One sleight slot. A sleight slot. Sleight slot.
Then we get to the second slice slot, and the sixth slice slot,
Bloop.
the seventh slice slot.
Bloop.
What about second breakfast?
Bloop. Bloop.
I mean, slight slot.
What about slice levensies?
As you guys will gain this blank card, flipping it over, it is completely blank, is completely empty of anything.
Neat. No.
Whenever we are in battle or out of battle, whenever you guys really feel like it, we can attempt to put something down here. If you particularly like the feel of something, we'll write it down here so that you have basically a hotkey for it. And as we go along throughout the game, maybe there'll be things to allow you to power up these hotkeys. Maybe you will have slightly stronger things from it. The big thing you will note is that these abilities will all happen at once, which is to say, if you put a magic ability inside of your sleight, the entirety of the damage that you do during that sleight will be that magic. So for example, that strike smash Geo that just happened to you, Gilgamesh, was entirely earth damage.
Huh. Which means if one wanted, one can just beat someone with balloon shields for 30 years in one turn.
It would be force
There we
damage,
go.
yes. Because that's what balloon deals.
Yeah.
I think Zarel's room is looking pretty good.
There are so many
Yes.
balloons.
We'll go back into those
No, okay.
later on, but he does show you guys how to combine your abilities. Instead of like, again, choosing individually each time, you guys can do these. And again, the more you guys use whatever hotkey you guys decide to put into here, the stronger it may become. And again, there may be times whenever you have training, you're like, hey, I want to fuck with my slight. Maybe I want to give it a name. Who knows? You guys can name them if you want.
I wanted to name.
I don't know
the
what he would. I
skillets
don't know
just-
why he would have named that. Something like Spire.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Quake.
I would
Quake.
like to learn. I would like to name it Break
You
Red.
could always call it Rockfall.
Rockfall was good. Yeah, that's great. Rockfall's great.
I like
Actually, let's go with that.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
That's right. That's right. Recognize.
Gilgamesh. Geo
Zarel said it
protected.
once. We have to agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick, rock polish.
Rockfall.
No.
After all, Zarel's the birthday boy.
That's my skill. The birthday.
You guys end
Yeah.
up spending a week inside of this area. You guys sleep outside of it. However, you guys did not find a lot of time to do a ton of sleeping. You guys, on the last day, leave and spend the remainder of that third day in a bit of a cool down period. Ragna tells you guys to take care of yourselves. He opens up the doors to the areas for you guys to rest. You guys go and do so. As you guys spend 3 days at Ragna's place.
2 and some change. Yes.
Well, the third day would be to rest.
Right.
Not
Right,
to mention the times you guys would have left and had to go and sleep in
Right.
between.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
I would have loved Intrum just sitting there, hasn't moved
He
4
just
days.
stayed there the entire time. No.
Don't worry about it. Apropos of nothing, by the way.
What's up?
This place has been too normal. We haven't done this in this game, I think, in a while.
Uh-oh.
Can you want a fake card?
I believe those are karma cards.
I'm sorry, you want a karma card?
I believe those are karma tokens.
I was doing karma token.
You want me to
little
throw? You want me to throw 5 of them right now? I'll do it. Keep it up.
We do have
Big card.
the karma deck here.
It's big.
You know what? Just to celebrate, let's all just put one in.
Let's see if anything bad happened during this week of training. Let's go.
You know what? Because
We're
it's
gonna put
Zarel's
this-
birthday.
Yeah, okay, alright.
Over this way. Let's drop.
All right, bring
Who
them
wants
all
to
over.
burn cards?
Bring them all over.
Let's
Bring
do
them
it.
all over. Bring them all. Bring them all over. Let's go. Each
What
of you are
happened to
each of you are getting one. Let's go.
You know how, like, in the original Monster Prom, the something happened prom would happen?
Okay. So, first Zarel.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's
Shuffle
go.
and draw.
Go.
Balloon card. Balloon card. Go. Go.
Zarel,
I got it. I got FPG.
that is the effigy.
Yeah.
Let me
Made of balloons.
made of balloons. It is a balloon effigy.
My God.
Let me scroll down to the effigy. Zarel, I would like you to ask another player.
Huh?
Ask if they will share the consequences of this card with you.
Yes.
You didn't even.
Zarel chooses.
You know what? I think in this situation, I know exactly who to ask.
Yeah.
Anthony, baby, you wanna, yeah.
Will you share the consequences of this action?
Are you gonna share the consequences of whatever this thing is? Are you cool with having ride or die for the rest of our lives?
Yeah, sure. Gilgamesh is dumb. Let's go.
No, this is you.
We'll survive.
You.
The neutral effect of this card is if it is a no,
Oh,
both
yeah,
of
I'm
you.
also dumb.
If it is a no, both of you would then gain 2 guidance tokens.
Oh,
Mhm.
If it is a yes, you will roll for either the good or bad effect of this card.
Yeah, baby!
So,
Yeah, baby. Woo!
I would like for you to roll this d20, Zarel.
Yeah.
And call
Together we
odds or
ride.
evens.
Together we die.
You know what? How about you decide odds or evens?
Evens.
Even Stevens? Those are not
That is
even
odd.
Stevens.
Both
Those are
players,
odds Bobs.
both players will choose the same stat. They will lose 2 points in that stat.
Okay. All right. So what do we want to choose?
That's difficult.
I'll just let you choose. Call something. I'll take it.
Fuck it. Let's dump agility.
All right.
Okay, deal.
Both of you will lose 2 agility.
We broke our legs.
I mean, shit, if there was ever a stat you two weren't using.
So we're trying this idea for a slide called maximum rock damage. It did not go well.
This is a curse. You guys have been cursed by losing 2 agility. While you guys were training, you guys fell into each other and like twisted your ankle a little bit. While this has happened, until this curse is lifted from you, you will have the -2. Once it is lifted from you, you will gain back those 2 plus 1 in your chosen stat. So once this curse is lifted, you guys will gain plus 1 that you can put in your agility.
Okay, cool. Should I figure out how to break curses?
Mark would like.
I mean, if we figure out how to break legs, we can break
And then I
curses.
pull out I pull out the curse break card.
There is a good effect from this, which is pretty fucking good. It's really actually very fucking good. Probably one of the best cards in the fucking thing. But
Yeah.
we'll see what that one is later.
I think it's only fair for Anthony to go next.
Sure. Anthony, go ahead and
Okay.
roll. Do effigy again. That'd be really funny.
That'd be really
Let's
funny.
go.
That is the loss, Anthony.
Oh no, what else am I losing today?
Your
Well-
other leg?
A pregnancy.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Wait, what?
Right now, if you take the neutral effect, a curse or fear is given to you that is attached to an item or a possession that you carry. Or you can roll for a good or bad effect.
Roll.
Roll.
Call odds or evens.
I think I want. If I say, I'm gonna say odds, and then it's gonna random a fucking 2. Watch.
There's a 2 in it.
My lord.
There's a 2 in it.
You predicted it.
An event will happen around you in the next 3 sessions. You
Oh
can
fuck! All right.
you can play extremely safely and attempt to avoid this effect. But once it happens, it is irreversible unless you remove the curse.
Okay.
Oh,
If
you
you
Sleeping
wanna-
Beauty the fuck. No, that's
If you
Sleeping
wanna,
Beauty.
if you
Beauty
want
and the Beast.
to, if you want to avoid this, just be very safe. Just never do anything risky in the next 3 games.
Yeah, go into the castle and then lock yourself in, and then don't let anyone ever see you.
You know what? You're absolutely right. So I'm going to the prison, and that's not changing.
All right. Next.
I'll
Who's
do
next?
it.
All right, Hibiki.
No.
Come on, something funny and not
I-
terrible.
Can we do this every time we spend a week with
That is the
Fragment?
Damn it.
panic. Hibiki.
I don't know if that's different here.
It is
Fuck.
the same.
No, you fucker.
So the neutral effect of the panic is either the next curse or status effect used against you is negated. That's the neutral effect. You can just take that. Or you can roll for the good or bad effect. You know what the bad effect is, and you can't say what the bad effect is, but you know what the bad effect is.
Don't be a pussy.
Or you can guess.
But
I-
there's also a good
Right.
effect though.
You know what the
Yeah.
good effect is too. It's a panacea. Come on.
I gotta do it. I gotta risk it.
All right.
Yes!
This
Yes!
Roll me,
Biscuits,
roll me, and
biscuits,
call out odds or evens.
for risking for biscuit.
Odd.
That is
Fuck.
evens, Hibiki.
We have been doing nothing. We've
Hibiki,
nothing but wrong.
Hibiki, you know what I'll do? I'll let you draw again.
You let me draw again? Okay.
You're already subjected to this. If you draw panic again, though, I'm just gonna. So that's gonna be.
Okay. You know what? Since you just put it on the bottom, it was already shuffled. So let's see what fate
Please
has
be
in
panic
store.
again. That'd be so funny. It would be so funny if it was panic again.
The deception.
We're never
That is
getting
the
double tower
deception,
again.
Hibiki. You can keep this card and use it to force a roll to critically succeed or fail on a check with a mental stat.
Ooh,
Or-
hell yeah.
Or you can roll
Come on. Come on.
for a good or a bad effect.
Come on.
I will not be pussy. I will roll for a good.
Yes!
All right.
Yes!
Odds or evens. Whatever
I'm
this
going
is,
to
you're
go-
getting it.
I know. I'm gonna go with odds. Come on, it's gotta be odds at some point. Yeah.
That is an odds.
Finally,
keep-
a positive.
You will keep this card. The next time you feel you are being deceived by an NPC that you have a good standing with, you may use this card to roll any stat against them. If you succeed, then the NPC reveals anything the player wishes them to. If they are hiding something.
Oh. Oh fuck.
You can
like
also
an
use the
emergency meeting.
use the neutral effect of this card.
Hell yeah.
Da-da-da. So essentially, if you want to be sus at somebody, then you can be sus at
Suss
them.
him out.
You can be sus at them. Well, we keep this over here for now. I'll give it to you in a bit. Muna,
The sussy.
last
All
one.
right, bad effect. Oh wait, I need to draw first.
Yep,
Bad effect.
we'll see.
You haven't even seen the card.
Oh, okay.
It's the panic.
Yeah.
So Muna, do you want to keep the neutral
Wait.
effect of this card, or do you want to roll for the good or bad effect?
Let's go for the good or bad.
Doesn't Lil already have the panic?
Nope.
Ah, okay, then never mind. Get wrecked.
I'm
I
not reversing
think-
any more cards.
All right.
I was nice once. You didn't even call the thing.
Oh,
Or if you did, we
Call
didn't hear
odds,
you.
call odds or evens.
odds.
That is odds.
Whoa.
Look at you.
What is,
Okay.
So
what
Muna,
is good?
Okay.
the good effect
Yeah.
of the panic will now happen. Let me copy and paste it onto the thing. I would like for you to roll me a d6, please.
I can't use the dice jar for that.
Nope.
Six.
It's true.
Oh.
What'd
Three.
you roll? 3? You keep this
Yeah.
card, and you can use this card an amount of times equal to half the total number rounded up. So that would be 2 times. You can cure or prevent any status effect or curse on a target that many times.
Wait, you can just cure a curse with that?
Yeah.
2 times.
So who loves me the most?
I don't care. Go ahead and do whatever.
Yeah, you do. That's your fucking thing. Use it at your discretion.
You can love me a little.
I will
Not
give
gonna
you
rock.
guys each of the cards that are affecting you.
Yeah.
You have this here. I will put a 2 on it so that we know how many times you can use it. Put that over to a 2. Ding. There you go. I will make a copy of the effigy and we will call it agility.
Agility.
And we'll call it our legs.
You guys are currently affected by the agility curse. Both of you will gain this. And we will have the loss. I believe that was Anthony.
Yep.
There you go, bud.
No, that was Michelle. It wasn't me.
And deception. Here you go.
Yay!
Remember.
Thank you.
You guys can use these at any time. Once these curses are on you guys are cured, then you guys will gain your agility back +1. Once you use either one of the effects of the deception, it'll be gone. All that good stuff. What did you do with the loss again? You got the thing. Oh yeah, you can
1 to
play
3
super.
sessions.
Just play super safe, man. Just Don't even
I'm
worry
going
about it.
to the prison. I'm going to get the egg, and I'm going to grab the evil darkness keychain that was told to me that's in there. And you cannot stop me. Because
Right.
Gilgamesh cannot be persuaded.
I love that this is, I love you get this right before wanting to go there.
It's so good. I love.
Can you imagine Gilgamesh like?
And you motherfuckers didn't believe in the karma cards.
Just imagine Gilgamesh is like, hold on, guys, I got bad vibes.
Oh, also Muna, I'm gonna copy
Yeah.
this card for you because you also get the neutral effect.
Okay.
So you are also going to be the next curse that would affect you. The next curse or status effect that would affect you is negated.
Okay.
Let's go.
Because the panic card is pretty fucking good. It is one of the more numerous of the cards in there as well. The bad effect really sucks, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, no shit, it sucks.
Don't worry about it.
Not
It
worrying.
sucks so much that Emerald wanted me to re-roll it really badly.
Imagine
Yeah.
imagine you reshuffled and pulled like 3 of them. They were all panics.
I'll
not
never know.
saying
I'm
anything
just
about
chilling.
Just chill, yeah. We'll figure it out one day.
Right. Yeah.
All right.
So,
As
Alrighty.
you guys are in here, doesn't Gilgamesh have a curse on him keeping him in his human form? That is not a curse, no.
just because. So
Just
when a
because
character
Gilgamesh
says
thinks
things
of it as a
doesn't-
curse.
and I know it's not a curse, but
They're doing him a favor.
He believes wholeheartedly that this is like God's punishment for no reason at all. He's done nothing bad in his life. he is justified in everything. Don't
I
you
have
worry
never
about it.
done a bad thing ever, forever, never.
There was an old meme that I think we put for Nanavi that was like, well, what have I ever done to this to cause your distrust?
As you guys go to leave,
What, if,
you
what about all
find
the war crimes? Laws are a human construct.
as you guys go to leave, you find that Ragnar goes into the back area behind where his large sake bowls and things are put onto the shelf behind. And as he does return, he holds out 2 objects toward all of you. The first thing he holds out is a long length of rope. Here you go. I feel that you guys said you were wanting to try to build something.
Yeah, right. Yes.
Right.
Yes, a raft of sorts.
These waters are treacherous, but I believe that with your key training, as far as it has been, you should be relatively fine. That being said, nature is as nature does. Be careful. The last
Yeah,
thing,
Thank you.
the last thing I'd like to offer you, as he reaches to the behind him, he pulls out what appears to be a single round stone. As he places it in front of him, you guys see this granite or like rock-like stone, perfectly cylindrical. As he places it down in front of him, I think that you guys should hold on to this.
You just mean spherical or cylindrical?
Spherical.
Thank you, because I had to ask.
It's
Out of character. It's a rock. I know it's a rock.
This is a spherical orb of magical power. You could potentially use it for key training or for your or for a magical focus if you'd like. I believe it to be, well, at least back in my day, it was almost indestructible. But I
Right.
believe that in its state currently now, it could be broken if you were to put it through too much. But if you would like to use this in your endeavors, I'm sure that it would aid you in some way.
Magical focus, please, if I had to choose the one.
That is, you're not it's what it is.
I know. I'm
Currently,
just
Muna, you already
teasing.
have a big orb.
Well, you can
Well.
always have 2.
You have a big orb and a wand. You have 2 magical focuses that are both fire.
Just go full Zorro and just put the one in your mouth.
You ride the flame orb. You have the wand in your mouth. You have the other thing in your hand. You have a staff in your other.
You got a staff, like you're holding a staff up with like your leg, just like.
But I'm like moving at a snail's pace. And it's
You're
like you're
hobbling.
over encumbered. You're over encumbered.
Okay, so magic focus. Who else would benefit from magical doodads? I
Currently,
have 2.
Hibiki also has a magic focus that literally cannot be broken.
I'm literally magical. It is a magic focus that cannot be broken. It is indestructible, literally.
I think
I
Sorrel
suppose-
needs more balloons.
So many balloons.
Infinite balloon.
It is up to either of you. Currently, I believe that Zarel does not have a true magic focus. No, he does, because the rock embedded sword is a magic.
The rock does pretty good.
Yep, the
I
rock embedded
suppose
sword
I-
and the silver candle technically is also a magic focus, but we don't really know much about the silver candle.
Oh yeah, you have this.
Neat. I guess I guess I have to take the
You want it?
indiscriminate orb. Yes, I'll take
Now
the
take
orb.
the shiny rock.
I'll take the nondescript orb that does not have another title of any kind.
You will have the stone orb. As you take the stone orb into your hand, you do find that there is a familiarity to this stone. As you hold it to yourself, you do find that there is a very slight hint of draconic magic coming from it.
You said this was from your world.
Yes, that is.
Your world?
It is of a special keepsake for mine.
Your world had dragons.
My world had a dragon.
Only one. Find that hard to believe, but what do I know of other worlds?
The dragon that I speak of is very powerful. Most likely one of the most powerful in all of the universe. The magic that they could use is stronger than anything I've ever seen. But they were somewhat fragile. As we can see there, the magics that they had, they could only ever fully use them whenever all 7 of these were gathered. But now, with my world gone and its guardian destroyed, these will be inert. I don't know if the others even still exist, but at least with that one, hopefully you can find some protection with it.
If it's so fragile, it will need protection itself, so I will do so.
I feel that you might gain a lot from that. That being said,
Well, if any of these efforts we've gone through have shown me anything, so that your method is not too dissimilar from my own. So,
you from a world of pure magic, myself from a world of training and inner strength, I believe that you're right. In your
You're
world,
still-
your magic was your inner strength, correct?
Indeed, it is intrinsically linked to a dragon's being. But, unlike my world, your training is lacking a very key component.
And that is?
Gravity.
We had our own thoughts of that. That being said, your world seems to lack something that mine seem to have in spades as well.
And that would be...
The ability to surpass one's own limits. As if there were none in the first place.
Interesting.
Hopefully with the fall of my world, that part of it has survived. And through my training, hopefully that means that all of you will become bastions of that. But with all that, I'm sorry, I got a little nostalgic.
No, it's fine.
I
I've been
hope
feeling
that-
nostalgic for mine as well.
My only hope is that this darkness is defeated so that all of our worlds can find some peace.
When this is all over, we'll do more than save this world. I won't stop till I push it back off of my own.
Indeed.
I am not giving you that without any hope. In my world, if you wanted something strong enough, that is what you would seek out. The dragon who owned these 7 orbs could do literally anything, including bringing a world completely back from destruction. But again, that is when they were still active and when all 7 of them were together. But maybe that hope is all that you need.
This is true, Ragnar, and I will surpass it out of principle. I don't need orbs to grant the wish I need.
Well, I hope that is the case. I cannot say that I can't agree. I've seen dragons do many great things, and if that truly is what you are, you'll find a way. Return to me if you need any more training. I will keep up my training as well and hope to learn more from it. I will do my best to make sure each of you are at your fullest potential. Give me a few days and I will see if I can think of some way to speed things up for you as well. Gravity, you said. Maybe we really are lacking that. He starts walking away as if his mind is now completely consumed with the idea of gravity and how it could aid your training.
Does he know gravity?
Who knows?
If you're thinking what I'm thinking, then no, they wouldn't, because they think they only have the one dragon.
I'm not thinking that. No.
I was
Lord
only going to
heaven.
say, if he mentioned that or not, I was going to point it towards Kasha for the steps into that.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like what you said immediately just sort of completely overtook what he was thinking in his
gone.
mind. He's out. He's out of
He's
it.
gone. Don't worry about him. It's over.
Monkey, he's
He
gone
think
full
real
monkey. Let's
hard.
go.
He think real
He
hard.
think
He do think a lot.
You think hard, brain hurty. Anyhow.
Brain hurt real bad.
Speaking of monkey, though, Gilgamesh, you do note as he does turn to go back into his back room, there is a slight flick of a furry like tail coming from him. Let's not worry about that though. Let's keep going. Woo!
Yeah,
It's like-
baby.
Do you guys ever hear like a bomb go off in the distance and let something just happen, but you don't really want to look outside?
Yes. Yes, I know what fireworks are.
So when's the next full moon?
Don't worry about that.
No,
It's good fun.
no reason.
Moons don't exist. What are you talking about? Anyway,
The moon's not
Oh,
real.
my grandpa told me not to go out at night, so
that
I've
big-
been kind of...
what's that big heart in the sky?
Oh, what the fuck?
God.
What the
It was-
shit?
It was Ragnar all along. You wanted Kingdom Hearts for the moon.
Dude, can you imagine a fucking heartless great Ozaru?
I'm sorry. I just imagine Ansem was a weak fighter, but a great scientist.
Shut the fuck up!
Sorry, I can't help it. You said the balls were a nerd, and I couldn't.
Anyway, I'm refocused. Let's go.
You guys now have the ability to connect some kind of debris or something in order to form a makeshift raft, if you guys would like. Currently, you guys are rested up. You guys spent the rest of the third day resting in this place. You guys, throughout your entire time here, were given the finest of foods, which all happen to be ramen every single time.
Nostalgia.
Large ass bowls of thick ass noodles of ramen.
I'm not gonna lie, it sounds pretty good.
Hibiki's
It
just like,
does.
I don't know how you expect me to finish all of it.
And meanwhile,
I don't
fucking.
know how to finish it all.
Is
I
it
really
just
don't. I
me?
have leftovers.
Isn't this me, or does this blonde boy keep coming here? And what's a Dante Payo?
You know, fucking Hibiki can't finish one. Muna can barely surround Gilgamesh have stacks of the fucking.
They're just going at it.
As you guys
Luna's been using a fork.
make your way out, Do you guys want to try to maneuver into the eastern part of the lower city?
Yes.
Let us
Let's-
maneuver.
You
Let's go.
guys know from what people have told you, once you guys go past the areas here, things are a lot more destroyed from what you guys were told.
Yeah.
Probably is not able to bring the car there.
Yeah,
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
expect to.
The Hana's gonna stay at home, yeah.
As you guys make your way away from Ragnus over into the lower city, going through the main area you guys have gone through several times is completely a breeze. There doesn't seem to be any new heartless attacks there, and from what you guys can see, a lot more of those torches have been put around different places. You guys see a lot more of those white torches that some of them seem a little bit faded. You guys knew the further they are out, the more they had to change things out. But ever since you guys have given the go-ahead to use this area, it seems that this line of the lower city is basically completely shown in from that white flame. However, going to the bridge, making your way across it to the other side from where you guys were before, things start to get a little bit darker, a little bit rougher. You guys see the dilapidated building that used to be the museum a little bit off from where you are. You're decently sure that if you guys were to make your way into that area, you could probably make your way back to the underground relatively quick. That being said, however, you also can see upon making your way there and looking to it, your thoughts about it were probably correct. Anything that was useful in there is either destroyed or already taken. As we get going toward the lower parts of the city, I'm gonna have a single roll really quickly to see if you guys have anything crazy happen.
You fucking nat one and we fight guard armor.
You joke.
Crazy.
Crazy hamburger.
14. You guys can't find Ragnus Place. You just came from Ragnus Place.
Why is that still on the list?
I need to get rid of that.
way.
Hold on.
Ragnar, what the fuck?
Guys, you will not believe what I just found. It's an entire dojo. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
So in the first,
we
in
just
the
walked in and we see us going in the time chamber for the first time.
in the first one, you guys see nothing because that's what I do. I get rid of events whenever they're gone. Getting into the second area though, you guys are far enough away that I have to roll twice now.
Oh boy.
Lord.
Yep. Some of these things
Oh,
again are
bro.
emptied because of events having already happened. So
Yeah,
we're gonna roll
we're
for
pretty cool like that.
2 things to go down. Most things left on the list are very vague as well. So.
What does peanut butter
Oh, that would have been so fun. And by
Oh,
fun, I
what?
mean fun for me. It rolled off. It was on a 20, and then it rolled off of it like very slowly.
mean? Yeah, I saw it happen. I'm
It was like,
meh.
Yeah, I mean, if you were that excited about it, just
I mean,
oh, it would be terrible for you. It'll happen one day.
What the fucking anthem show up?
It'll
What do you mean?
Hey,
It'll
is that a
happen one
nuclear
day.
bomb?
It'll happen one day. I don't like that. I don't like that. It'll happen one day.
Oh, don't
'Cause
worry. It's don't worry. I'll put it on some more of them. It'll happen one day.
Would it count as my loss if it happened?
Yeah, that'd be funny actually. You know,
Uh-oh.
I could count. No. I want that to be
But
personal.
less.
I want that to be you, not
Personal.
everybody.
Okay.
It's like, I want it to hurt you. I don't want
But it's,
You can't hurt me. Please don't try.
he's been hurt enough. Leave him alone.
you guys do find, as you make your way over to this side, that you are able to see that there is what you can tell to be a few people left over from things. You guys find a small group of refugees. As you guys see them, currently one of them seems to be staring off toward the ocean. The other two seem to be talking amongst themselves. and you notice that the three of them have a large bag that seems to be slightly glowing with some kind of magical energy inside of it. At the moment, they have not seen you. The three of them are turned away from you, talking amongst themselves, and their bag is slightly off from them. I would like to know, what would you guys like to do in this situation upon seeing these three people? One of them seems, again, distracted. The other two seem to be distracted. What would you guys like to do?
We have to
No,
talk to him.
no,
What?
Yeah.
Do you want to
Fine,
talk
we'll
to
talk
them?
first, kill later. Okay.
You make your
we're
way.
very good at hiding ourselves anyway.
You make your way to them. We won't use any tokens because they just basically be like looking like everybody else around here.
Flameo, gentlemen.
Let me out!
Excuse me. Sorry. Like,
Sorry,
turns-
interrupting something.
No, you're not interrupting. You are. You are very much interrupting something.
No, I'm sorry.
Sorry. We were having some issues. We were hoping that things would be different in the city, but apparently
Issue?
not. We come from the walled settlement off to the east. Are you off-worlders?
Yes, 3 of us are. And he's a Cherish.
A Cherish.
Let me out!
Well, that explains it. Flameo to you as well. I didn't expect to hear such old language. It doesn't matter what they are. We need to figure. What's he doing now? They look down toward the other person, who again just seems to be staring off toward the water down to the south. Gilgamesh, you note that they appear to be staring off toward the southwest. Just a fun little thing.
Just the Thunderdome. Don't worry about it.
Why are you staring at the storm?
Storm, what do you mean?
The storm in the southwest.
You know what he's staring towards.
I know what's in it.
What is it?
A great thunder dragon.
A great thunder
Undead thunder dragon. Not much more impressive.
undead. That explains it. Are you certain that's what this is?
Yes. It's from my world.
Oh, I see.
And what are you three? Who are you?
Sorry. The boy here, they motioned to the third one. They were a priest in the city off to the east, as I said before. We're from the walled city there. And well, most everyone there has been put away from their homes. We had hoped that by coming here, we could make our way somehow to the high city to attempt to find out more about what has been going on, but it seems that most of the patrols are true. Everything around has been destroyed. We had hoped to find some cure for the ailment of the priest here, but
Ailment.
he has not spoken in weeks at this point. He just keeps staring off. He just keeps staring off toward the south. We've noticed a storm, yes, but we had no reason or understanding of why. But if there truly is a great undead there, it makes a lot of sense.
Because
Well, the priest here, they're able to sense undeath, necromancy and the like. But it doesn't bring into any understanding as to why they haven't spoken or why we have to go to such lengths to feed them.
So they're not even eating.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I think that Gilgamesh would just stand in front of this priest and just examine his face.
You make your way over toward this third person as they stare off to the southwest. You get to them and you stare them in the face. You note there are large bags under their eyes. You note that their eyes are somewhat bloodshot, as if they have gone out of their way to not even blink. Though, watching them long enough, you do see that they do occasionally blink. As they stare off, eventually they sort of look off toward you slightly, Gilgamesh. The others look forward. What's happening now? Shh, 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 shh. As he turns towards you, Gilgamesh, you are here then.
You know me?
I do. I've dreamed you.
You wouldn't be the first.
You are Force.
Yes. And you.
He stares off again toward the southwest. They have been here far longer than you. They came before you. But I still feel the battle. They are fighting.
Hey.
The one known as Storm.
What is Storm fighting in there?
I don't know. But when they are done, if they live, if they continue to exist,
Then I will kill it.
you will die.
Simple as that. It couldn't kill me before.
If it were to fight you now, you will die.
We see. What is your obsession with Storm?
I see people in robes. They have they're aiding the one there. They send him aid. They want the Storm to win.
Robes. Blue robes? Black robes?
Red as blood. I believe them to be. I believe them to be someone from another world. Perhaps a cult of which they failed to end their world. But they fell along with the remnants. And now they are here to try once again to throw themselves with what they believe to be the strongest on the planet. They only want apocalypse, Force. They want death. They want the end to come. They would like for this dawn to always and forever end.
If they wish for death, we will give it to them. Simple as that. You worry too much.
I've seen it. If the
The
storm,
last.
if the storm is released, if the storm is released before the Great Protector rises, we will all die.
Well, then it will rise. They'll make it rise. The last time something's predicted my death, well, I'm still here. So forgive me, priest, if I don't believe for a second that your prophecy will be any more true.
Prophecy. No. I see things that can pass. And in the end, I try to focus as much as I can on how to save the most as I can. Unfortunately, sometimes that means others have to die.
Sounds to me then, you should have tried harder, if that's something that's depressed you so much.
I am tired of trying, but I do have something for you. Something you have been seeking.
I doubt that.
It is nothing
What?
as much as to make you happy, I'm sure.
Hmm.
It is nothing from your world. But if I did not take it, then there would be no hope now. Though in my taking it, I have caused death. Almost untold. You will take it from me, and I will leave and never return.
I will take it. And if you've ever cared about helping people like you said you did, then why not keep going? It seems baffling. Well, you mortals say the same thing and then do the opposite.
I do not think that there is anything more I can do. Do you believe that I can do more without harming those around?
If it's something you want to do, then you need will to do it. Simple as that. For all your future visions, it's still strange you haven't seen this conversation happening.
I
You
told
should
you,
have already known.
they are not predictions. I can just see what may be. That being said, he reaches into his robes as he does. When I stole this, many lost their lives. And I have yet to figure out how to return it to working order. But you will find a way. As he brings out what appears to be a small, from what you can tell, shiny gummy block looking object. As he brings it out, all of you almost immediately recognize what it could be. Hibiki in particular, you see a small device made entirely of gummy block that seems to have a button layout upon it.
Oh,
Is that the thing that a certain boy was just been looking for this whole time?
Potentially. Apparently this guy said that he stole it.
We'll take
And
it.
upon him stealing it, a bunch of people lost their lives.
You'll have to remind me because I don't fucking know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like their own gun.
This is the device that your Sky Scout boy has been looking for. Your Skyforce boy.
Oh, right. Okay.
Hey, our Space Force boy.
Gilgamesh will take it.
In the end,
Interesting.
I will. In the end, I will. He stops.
You
I
can
would
live,
say
you can...
disappear, but if you think that there is something I could better do,
Sure.
what would it
But
be?
I can live, can help, die. I don't care. You gave up. And you keep giving up. And then you complain about the fact that nothing works because you gave up.
That is not
mortals.
what I'm complaining about. But you will not see what I am doing. You have a very limited perception of the world. You always have, and you always will. You are no different. The storm rages in you as well.
He doesn't have a response. He just kind of walks by him.
As you go to walk by him, you see the two people who have just been basically standing there since this person started talking and just watched it as he begins to stare back off to the southwest again. Hey! What are you...
What?
Is he just going to go back to that? What do we do? Do we just leave him here?
He looks to those two, and he turns to the others. And then, like the Hibiki, Zarella Luna, just looks to them.
Well,
We can't
him-
afford to watch him all this time. We need him to move, and if he has just been pretending this whole time...
He was not pretending. You should have opened your ears instead of your mouths. He's plagued with visions. I don't know how to help him, nor do I care. They'd have better advice for you two than I would.
This person,
Just
you
thumbs
don't
under this,
understand. He is...
please, who is he?
I spoke of that before, but it is because of him that we have been traveling as we have. There were more with us before. And every step of the way, we have to watch for him. For what? Him to tell you something and say he's going to disappear?
Will you show some calm in this moment for a minute?
I'm sorry for him.
It's all right. You're stressed, right? There's you appear to be in this journey, I believe, back to the city. I don't think there even is a way up there anymore.
We made our way from off to the east. It was hard, but we made it here. There were 5 of us originally. Now there's just us 3. Those creatures attacked us. I don't know if I'm good enough to keep watching him.
We have a settlement southwest from here, I believe.
Settlement.
North. West.
It's protected.
Northwest. I don't know distances or anything. I'm looking at the map backwards. You just see him turn the map back around. Northwest.
Within the city?
Within this, technically it's on the other end of the city, but it's still within the city. Have you ever heard of the famous library of this place? Its doors have opened, and light magic is protecting the area around it.
We can go
Those
there?
creatures, you're allowed to go there. There are plenty of people there. You two won't have to watch him anymore.
You have clearly been through hardships at the very least. Rest is something that you clearly need.
And him? Will he even move there?
Well, that's something we can solve. Gonna start carrying that guy.
You go over to try to pick the guy up. As you do, he does seem to like just sort of slump around. Does anybody want to say anything to him or do anything with him?
Well, I want to kick him in the balls, but I don't think
No, what? What did he ever do to you?
He made fun of Gilgamesh.
Did he? This Gilgamesh looks wholly unfazed.
To be fair, still has basically everything in this world, including the little gay fairy in his beard, so...
How dare
Well,
you?
including myself, but I'm allowed.
No, you're not.
Well,
They-
then, I'll
they
kick
can move.
myself.
They can move without me. I will disappear.
No. If you can see the future or whatever the hell, we could use that. I don't think our meeting here is just you handing off the device that you stole.
What I see is not helpful to you. Just because I see it does not mean it can be changed. I was always going to kill all those people and give you that device.
To try to see yourself atoning for what you've done and helping us fix the problems in this fucking world.
Hibiki, go ahead and roll me for a negotiation, please.
Would you consider this a mental stat?
That is a charisma. That is
Oh.
you are doing a social stat right now. A mental
Good
stat
try,
would be something like willpower, experience, or insight.
Fine.
I specifically say
Keep
mental
stacking.
stats because I know that I have different stats throughout all the different games, and I don't want to specifically say insight on them because
But,
some of my
yeah.
games might not have insight.
And here we go.
Some of them are all named with P's on it, so it's so weird.
Insight.
I'm trying to,
Oh, yes,
even though I'm
pencil.
rude about it, I am in fact trying to be a hero here. So the hero dice is being used,
Oh, holy shit.
but it's failed and it's gone
Roll me
forever.
one more time for this.
Damn.
Last roll was a 6, I believe.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8,
Six.
9, 10, 11, 12. He looks over to you. Does anybody have anything to add on to it?
How do I? Let's see. I'll help
Hibiki is
with-
trying to convince this person that his skills may still be useful to all of you.
Okay. You can have nothing. Anyway, you can have. Okay, I forget. How does it work for giving? Do I roll?
I'm asking if you want to say something.
Yeah, if you got something in the brain hole.
Oh.
Is it-
Uplifting word. Things to consider.
Fuck you.
Hey,
Does that work?
No, it doesn't.
Anyway,
No.
anyway, for real.
Yep.
Zarel, you go to carry him. As you do,
Oh, sorry.
you do find.
I was like,
Go ahead.
I was going.
Well, I need you guys too because we're getting late. Come on.
I know. Sorry. You mentioned how. Okay, you mentioned how. Your way of seeing the future cannot be changed and is not helpful, correct?
I see things as they could be, and I see things as they will be, but I do not know in the end ever which will be which.
So why wouldn't that be useful for us? Is it because you fear that uncertainty?
It is because no matter what, one of them will happen. There is no need for any other thought than that. The only reason I have acted in the way that I did is because that I saw that I would. And it has already caused destruction immeasurable. I decided to choose that one way was correct, yet even now I do not know if it is.
We all have our sins here. And yet we are moving to the future that we desire. We're not so bold as to say we're going to get the future we want. After all, we have sanctuary in a place that only opens during apocalyptic events. We know our chances are slim. However, despite past sins, despite everything, there is still reason to fight. You're a priest, are you not? You know of the many souls that still hold hope, and those that need hope. And you know of an undeath that, if not dealt with, will become worse for this world. Perhaps I'm different than you, but when I see or predict things that are darker, I prefer to take initiative. Even if it seems hopeless, I'd rather a future where I tried rather than a future where I do nothing.
We are very different. Roll me for your negotiation.
Alright.
Go away.
Bam.
Yay! 22!
We are very different. But I see now that me staying here and doing nothing will cause you to make maneuvers that would not be beneficial for me. You will either bring me back yourself, or something will happen to me along the way, and as such you. I will go to this library, and if you ever find something that I can aid you with, perhaps you can show me that these things are not set in stone. Though until then, I will keep myself to myself. I will pray.
Very well.
I will pray. I will scour my thoughts. And I will see if there is any way of atonement. You may, if you wish, let me down, Zarel.
Yeah, right.
Again, just saying your name as if he's just used to it.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I'm a birthday boy. Everyone knows me.
Everyone knows it's your birthday. It's been a week.
We'll bring him back to that place. But that is as far as we will stay with him.
That's fine. We don't expect you to wait on them hand and foot after you already have for the past while.
Perhaps even when we return, we can rest up and begin searching for our lost comrades. Yes, we'll do that. When we get there, he is off of our radar, though. Is that fair? Yes. As long as we protect him on our way. Fine. Sorry, we were speaking without all of you.
Can you describe your lost comrades to us if we encounter them on our travels?
One is like any other. They look to be a vagabond of sort, though that is just looks. They would not harm a fly. The other, very easily noticed. They are some sort of a what's the technical term? I don't have time. It is a dog person. A man with the build of a strong man with the muzzle of a hound.
Werewolf?
Perhaps. I don't know them that well, but they did protect us to a point that if they are dead, I will never forgive this man.
There'll be time to think about that later. We still have a journey to do.
Thank you very much. He said your name was Zarel? And you are, who are the rest of you?
Hibiki.
Muna.
Gilgamesh.
We'll hopefully see you later then. We'll make our way to the library and we'll leave behind anything we think may aid you.
Mm-hmm.
She goes over and picks up the large sack that seems to have that glowing magical aura to it.
Obviously, you're free to stay there for as long as you need. The area that's protected has recently expanded, so you can probably find a shelter in one of the abandoned homes if you don't want to be around anybody else.
We'll do that. And
what is in that
sorry again
bag?
for being as aggressive as I've been.
It's fine. It's fine.
I was out of
I know
line.
the feeling.
Gilgamesh, you
No,
said?
it's fine.
He was about to ask, what's in that bag?
Oh, this? This is, well, some heirlooms of mine. Some of them have
magic.
been... I was about to say, some of them have been instrumental in avoiding those creatures. One of them seems to make a lot of noise whenever great darkness is nearby.
Interesting.
If you find use of it, we can leave it back at the library for you.
No idea. Stay close to the white fire torches. It keeps the darkness away.
White fire torches. All right. Thank you.
And stay as far away from the sewers as possible.
Creatures thrive in shadows.
Are you coming, priest? The priest would begin to walk toward where the angry man would be pointing off to. As they look as if they start heading toward the bridge, the other woman holding on to the large sack looks back to all of you and gives you guys a smile. As the three of them make their way away, you guys do find that they at least seem to somewhat have a regular passage back. You guys let them know of the way that you guys came in hopes that that would still be as calm as it was before, at least until they reach the large things of flame that would be aloft throughout the major part of the upper part of the lower city. As they leave and as you look off where they had came from, you remember they had said they had came from off from the west, or from the east. My bad, they keep saying west. You said they had said they had come off from the east. As you do remember from the map that does mean that they came over the water. it potentially means they may have some kind of a thing back there for you all to use.
That's true. You guys steal their shit?
At least in hopes that the rapids don't completely remove it from the area. And with each passing second, that is more true than anything.
Oh, fuck
Well,
you.
running to
Yeah,
the
hustle.
sea, still there, away.
Yeah.
You guys wish to make your way toward the water?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see if we can find it.
As you guys begin to make your ways away after stopping the priest of this walled city that you had heard of from essentially walking off and disappearing from what he had said, you guys find that the waterways are relatively slow enough from where they had landed that you do find a small ship, a small, very, very small boat of sorts. It does not seem to be something large enough for a lot of people or for a long amount of travel, but it is definitely enough for around the 5 people they said that they came here on. As you see it, again, this was a random roll. I had to make sure they came here in some way. You see what appears to be something you can use as a raft.
Let's fucking go.
As you guys find
Awesome.
it, and you guys look down toward the large towering structure down below you, I think we're going to end things here for the night.
We did it.
We did it,
Yay.
Patrick. We saved the
We
priest.
saved it. Yeah, he saved.
And we ticked off another side quest.
Yeah, baby.
I don't even know what this dude do, but it's here now.
Hey, Doodad,
Can't wait for you
That's
to
all
get
we know.
exploded in free sessions. Anyway, good night.
according
Yeah.
to them, they had no idea what it even does. So and
Oh,
apparently it isn't working. So who knows? Maybe you guys
All
have
it
to
did
fix
was
it or do something.
Constant lives, apparently.
Yep.
Which
Apparently
I
Apparently, him stealing that cost a lot of lives.
okay. I love how he says that to Gilgamesh of all people, as if that was supposed to. Isn't that some kind of response going to be made?
He doesn't know who he's talking to. I mean, he knows who he's talking to, but he doesn't know who he's talking to.
Exactly. He don't know shit.
This
Fuck
guy's
that
sitting
guy.
here like, I saw 2 paths in front of me. One where I did nothing and the storm fucking overtook everyone and murdered. And the other one where I stole this thing and a lot of people died. But maybe there's something good at the end of it. Who knows? Either way, you guys don't believe in that baloney. The future isn't set in stone.
I believe that he saw things. I also believe he refused to make a better path on his own accord.
I believe in my own baloney, which has a first name for some reason.
My baloney has a first name.
Is it OSCAR?
It's Gilgamesh.
That's fucking. But yeah, no, it's. I like how everyone who thinks that knows fucking Gil talks mad shit all the time.
That could have that was literally something that could have happened like first game if you guys would have like walked off and like I rolled that shit. It's just like
That's funny.
somebody's like, oh man, I lost this little device. If you guys see it out there, let me know. And then literally you walk into it. I have this device and I stole it.
So,
Here you go.
thanks, random worthless person. Goodbye.
I still can't believe I didn't remove the fucking
The Ragna
the
thing.
Ragna one.
That's
That's
really
very
good.
funny.
Oh, you found Oops All Ragna.
Oops, all Ragnar.
Turns out there was
Ragna, what are you
another
doing here?
Ragna. and another one of
I'm
one
not-
of Ragna's things.
Oh, sorry, I'm not Ragnar. I'm his brother, Rock.
Eh.
Uh,
Fucking look
And his-
they fucking look like fucking rabbits. This hair spiky all the way down to their ass. Have you seen my brother?
Wait, wouldn't he have short hair because Ragnar already has the long hair?
You're right. It would be like really short, but
opposite.
also still long and spiky. It'd be like almost like a fucking Phoenix Wright cut. Have you seen
Yes.
my brother?
Exactly.
What about the Prince of all whatever
I
Ragnar
just
is?
want to blow your mind. We're aliens.
That's fucked up. So are we, technically. So are 3/4 of us.
Oh.
And my world was attacked by aliens.
Oh. Well, it wasn't us. you'd be dead.
You're right. He's here, and I'm going to kill him.
Oh, I'll fly up to him and murder him. Here I go.
Please?
If we
Just look up at the
Should
mountain,
we
you see a giant explosion and like a fucking ship falling out of the sky.
The power scaling is so different.
should
That'd be
we
really funny.
tell him that we already accidentally killed his Lord Frieza?
No!
When did Raditz go fucking yay?
Yay! I don't fucking know, man. I'm just playing.
Fuck.
No,
fuck
this
Frieza.
Raditz loved him.
Fucking traitor.
This isn't Raditz, you see. This is Rock.
This is Beats.
I don't think we actually know
Beats and
Raditz's
Raditz.
opinion on Frieza.
I mean, he had this the same opinion of everything else. The fucking, these guys are stronger than me and they'll kill me, so I'm doing what they say. Yeah.
Saiyans, yay.
Oh, also, I sent you something in private. Don't have to, but if you're interested, I can work on it.
Oh my god.
Did you draw the fucking Three Stooges over there?
Don't worry about it. That is not what that is, but don't worry about it. We'll see. It might be funny
Okay.
though. We'll see. We'll think about it. We're gonna maybe ending things are this week. Hope you guys had a good time. Now I'm wondering, will the
Yes.
Power Rangers beat Raditz? Probably not.
No.
DBZ scaling is terrible.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball was all right with its scaling. Dragon Ball Z immediately went beyond most
So-
everything else.
It was fine up to Frieza, but then it just kept going
Was
and
it?
going.
Well,
Was it
And
fun?
at
The
the point, the
thing
power
is,
levels don't matter anymore. Like after that, it doesn't matter.
I'm pretty sure it was fine up until somebody blew up a moon.
You know what? Yeah. And then no one really
Roshi?
cared.
Exactly.
Piccolo.
Well, as soon as Roshi blew up a moon, I think everything went down. Everything went downhill power scaling wise.
sorry. I made a huge mistake. It wasn't Roshi, it was Jackie Chun. I
That's
get them
true.
confused
That's
sometimes.
true.
All
That's
right.
true. How dare you?
Right.
How dare you think our Lord and Saber Jackie Chun was anything other than what they were? I'm so sad we
like-
lost them in the Saiyan attack.
Maybe.
We haven't heard of him since then. Maybe he was lost in the Saiyan attack. I don't know.
Man. Just one dude casually just can destroy the moon. Just out there. Menacingly.
Yes, I'm right next to you. Why don't you ask?
Either way, we are going to end things there. Hope everybody had a good time. We got to learn a little bit about new training methods. We got to see some new types of fighting that may come in the future. We will see what these guys choose to have as their little hotkeys anytime in the future. Maybe these hotkeys will be very useful. Maybe they'll go from costing 3 actions to costing like less than that. Maybe by the end
You
game
do
we'll
7
get to
slides
use
around.
yeah, maybe by the end game we'll get to use like 3 slides around, which means that all 3 of them together would be like 9 AP being used. Who's to say?
9 AP being used 4 times.
I don't
That's-
like the idea of what we'd have to fight to make that work.
Welcome to. Are you? Have you not anticipated that? Have we not been in the same fucking room?
I've been trying not to think too hard.
Eventually,
Why not?
eventually, you guys are gonna have to fight
We're
these
squ-
things over here. These
Yeah,
these fucking big jacked boys over here.
Yeah, we've been scaling pretty good. I think we got a pretty good power up from this week of training.
You know the thing that Sora beat on the very first thing Sora beat.
You know, just like 9 of them, and then the fucking fusion dance version of it. It took me so long. I can't until you said it was a chaos side. I didn't recognize it as chaos from fucking Dissidia.
Oh, is it?
Took me yeah, it looks like the City of Chaos.
We made it after the dark side that was shown in the potential KH4 footage.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't recall that.
That's what Kreb made it
Never
after.
seen that. Oh, it reminds me of the City of Chaos,
that.
like Feral Chaos.
I'll show you the thing
That was
afterwards.
me,
Or
I guess.
either that or Kreb can link it in the KH chat or something. Either way, we're gonna end things there. We're going to come back next week. Don't worry about the giant freaking square void in the center of this. We didn't get to use it today. We'll use it next time. As we come back next week with some more of this, maybe we'll get to the prison. Maybe we'll get to see what's going on with that place. I'm sure it's perfectly fine. And until next time, guys, like always, later days.
Mwah.
Bye-bye.